gotta count it. You gotta count it.
You can't do anything.
You gotta count it,
a
bro.
good 10 years.
Gotta count it, bro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel. Sam.
And it's That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! Let's go. I feel like one day all four of us gotta do it at the same time.
Episode 200.
Yeah. It'll scare people too. Like newcomers, they'll be like, yo, what's happening, yo?
It's only 7 episodes from now, so.
7 up. Put your thumb up. I'm gonna put it down.
Don't do
you
that.
put it down.
Don't do
before
that.
Yeah, I don't know why that reminded me of Kevin Hart. So
Don't do that.
Anyway, what up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's cracking? What's popping? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Today it's episode 192. We are going to be discussing and reviewing and theorizing One Piece chapter 1140. It officially came out around 10:30 a.m. yesterday. So, pretty cool chapter. Very short chapter, in my opinion. I can't wait to hear these guys' opinions on what's happening. I didn't really take notes this chapter. I felt like I didn't need to. So I'm gonna be freestyling. And I haven't done that in a minute, I think. So I'm gonna love this one. But anyway, if you guys are visiting us for the first time, thank you so much. We are That One Piece Talk. We're just a bunch of guys that talk about One Piece and other anime topics because we do know other animes. We just don't know this one. We're just scholars of this one. We know our stuff on this one. All right? So if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, please rate us 5 stars. Leave a nice comment if you will. And then to our YouTube, yo, what up, YouTube? Please like the video if you can. It does us wonders. It gets our video out there for other people to see as well. So as you can see, I didn't put Lionel on the thumbnail, and he's here. So, what up, Lionel?
What's up?
Know what I mean? I feel like I look like Lionel, and Lionel looks like me.
Yeah,
We
I feel like
swapped.
you got swapped, bro.
I called him Big L earlier. For those that do not know,
half the
Big
chat
L
don't
is
know
a
that.
New York rapper that passed away. Marv laughed. We gotta get like a Big L soundtrack.
Yo,
now.
No Ends, No
Yeah.
Skins was like Lionel's favorite song when we were like 9
Yeah.
years old, bro.
You
so.
do look like you would feature on Lucchini.
This
Like,
is it,
can't
what?
believe.
Nah, he don't got
This
the half
is
of that.
what?
He'd have
Can
to
he
have
come from the sky. Let's get lit. What? Demonetized immediately.
I love that song, man.
Yeah, it was a good song,
We used to
bro.
jam to that song a lot.
Yeah, and then y'all tried to call me Lucci, bro.
That was a solid nickname. You should
It
have let that
was a
stick.
solid. And then
You should've let that
Lucci
stick.
came up, and now I'm glad that that's not the nickname I decided to go
We
with.
almost got you a pigeon, man.
Yeah, man. It would have worked out, bro.
Lauren tried to pigeon hunt. No, but listen, guys. Since this chapter is probably going to be a little short, we are going to be doing fan phone calls. So if you're not in our Discord, please join our Discord now, and wait in the phone call waiting room. And then Sebastian will get to it once we're all done. So other than that, that's really the agenda today. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And now, Seb, let's say what's up.
Yeah, got a lot of people in chat. I see Kirby in here, Pillage357, FD, Cyborg Frankie, Superman 40, Legend is King, Jenna, Roy Stokes, Chance the Mance, Twilight, Nicholas Dakota, Bazillion Volleyballs, Anthony, Covert Creerer? Well, I can't say your name, sorry. Khaled, Johnny Blorp, Jean Van B, The Finesser, Javon, Stoic Wolf, Mr. Prince, Patty Melts, Love Found, Special K, Bobbert, just so many. Sweet Meat. All right, I'm done. I'm done reading names.
Sweet Meat.
I'm done reading names.
Sweet
But
meat
yo,
is
if y'all
crazy.
haven't already, please hit that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. I do see almost 300 people in here, but only 102 likes. Hit that like button. It really helps us out a lot. But we do have a couple super chats sitting, so we'll get to those now before we get into the chapter.
Oh, and for those people who are new as well, if you send super chats, we promise to read them. Sometimes it's a podcast, right? We are a live show, but we're not like a live content.
We
creator.
human, man.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to give us some time to just talk. You know what I'm saying? So we apologize if we don't read it in immediately.
I'm not apologizing for that. Anyway, we got 5 from Suba. It says TOPT Mondays, hashtag MarvDGoat, hashtag Law Has Conquerors, hashtag SlimmerSeb, hashtag Celestial Larry. No line of love? No line of love. But thank you.
Listen, man.
Appreciate it.
Sebastian lost like an extra 10 pounds over the weekend. I don't know what's going on, but we're worried. All right, bro? We're worried, bro.
I'm not that much lighter right now. All right?
I saw you and I'm like, yo, he lost more weight.
Yeah, bro.
Listen, bro. I'm okay. All right? I'm going to start working out to tone it up.
Yeah, bro.
Just for y'all.
We know that's not happening.
I was telling Lawrence about getting a bench. I'm serious.
Ozempic is crazy, bro.
It's not
Got you saying things I never heard in my life. Closest Sebastian ever got to was, yo, I'll go play basketball
Listen.
probably once a week.
Listen, bro.
Never happened.
I'm in my 30s now. I gotta look out for my health, bro.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know it's going to be bad when you start really balding, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You on there. When did y'all start balding? Lawrence and Lionel.
20.
Oh, you're cooked. Never mind.
I think like you're on like 28.
Okay.
Balding or thinning? There's a difference.
Oh, thinning.
Yeah.
Thinning?
I would say
okay.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thinning.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, don't talk about my hair, bro. We got another gifted membership from Supa. So whoever was able to receive that, throw a W. Or
Yes, thank you.
We got another 50 SEK from Ruined King. It says, Gaban really said, I give up as soon as Zoro joined the fight. Another Zoro feat added to the list. Oh my God. Hashtag Zoro over Gear 5 Luffy. Hashtag Mihawk is a Zoro victim.
Stop. Yeah, you need to stop.
It's just too much, Glaze, bro. It's just too much for me, bro. Another 5 from Bleak Corner. It says, would y'all ever play D&D or want to learn? I'm working on a One Piece system and campaign. I'm trying to have it finished but by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never played it before, so.
What is that?
Dungeons and Dragons, but One Piece themed. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just a board game.
Yeah, I'd be down. Another 5 from Roberto Figueredo. It says, if you look at the bottom of the cover page, on the left side, you'll see page 1 if you didn't notice. I won't lie to y'all. I saw the super chat come in when I set my stuff up, and then I checked it, and he's totally, I didn't notice it at all.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all did.
I didn't notice it either.
I did too.
Yeah, I didn't notice him at all.
Looking up, all helpless.
Nah, I didn't notice him. But
Thanks for spoiling.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
We'll get to the cover page soon enough.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Another 8 Australian from B. Chopper. Or is it just Chopper emoji next to his name? Not sure if it's been asked before, but do y'all think because Luffy is a Zoan, he could eat a Rumble Ball? Love the pod, by the way, with a heart emoji. I think it has been asked, and we've talked about it a little bit, but nothing too extensive.
Yeah, he can eat a Rumble Ball.
I don't think it'll be a problem for a human to eat a Rumble Ball, personally. I don't know what it would do, but
It's just a Zoan, bro.
But isn't the Rumble designed mostly for Chopper's body type of? Because he's a reindeer.
I mean, a polar bear ate one, bro.
yeah, bro. Well, that wasn't a Rumble Ball. That was something else, right?
Crack? Like,
You don't do perks?
Honestly, I don't know how it would affect Luffy because I thought Chopper designed it for him specifically, like for his body type, and so the effects on him was going to be different than on Luffy.
Chopper gonna be like, eat this, but then chill out for like 3 hours. You're gonna start feeling it later.
No, definitely don't double the dose.
Yeah,
Don't
you know what I'm
feel
saying?
it, because then you miss Marv's birthday.
Don't eat more.
Another from Game Jury, it says, hey guys, hope all is well.
Thank you.
So my brother and friend are convinced that Oden beats Kuzan by mid or high diff. Do you guys think they're tripping or not? Appreciate you guys and have a blessed week.
Nah.
Oden versus Aokiji.
He said mid diff?
Mid or high, they said. Yeah.
It'd be high.
I got Aokiji personally in
What?
the fight. Yeah, I'm
Oh
so
my
serious.
God.
I'm so
You're
serious.
so disgusting,
I'm
bro.
so serious.
There's always something new that you bring up.
I'm Admiral
That's
Gang.
just terrible,
I'm
bro.
Admiral Gang for life, bro.
Say something, Lionel. That's your man's, bro. Say something,
Nah,
man.
bro, you supposed to be shading.
Yeah, I'm like, can I
So,
say something?
I
Yeah.
expect shade.
Yeah.
in response.
That's Sebastian, and I know there's gonna be people that's gonna agree with you, bro. That's terrible take.
It's terrible?
Terrible take, bro. Terrible take. Kuzan is nowhere near beating Oden.
Nowhere near?
No.
One, you just said high diff. Two.
Yeah, it's gonna be high diff.
Two.
I don't,
Well,
it's not an extreme
Yeah,
diff.
extreme diff is closer.
Two. Oden ain't all that.
Okay.
I mean, you got proven wrong.
He not.
Bastion,
He not.
Bastion, you got proven wrong in that statement multiple times.
He not on that,
Bastion,
bro.
you used to say that Oden was Zoro level, or Zoro was stronger than Oden back then. You got proved wrong heavily.
It's
Cool.
Like-
But Zoro was never Kuzan level. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think Akainu loses to Kaido when Oden fought him? Loses to Aokiji?
Yeah.
The Kaido that Oden fought versus Aokiji?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Again, to me, I
I gotta
think,
think about that.
no, wait,
But I'm one of those people that says Kaido got much stronger over the 20 years.
I didn't.
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think he much stronger, because I already thought he was Yonko level during that time.
I mean, you could be Yonko level, but you definitely got stronger after.
No,
20
yeah,
years.
true. Like, you did get stronger, but that's just, like, I don't think the gap was that crazy, because I don't think Shanks got that much stronger in the 6 years he was Yonko.
I do.
Yeah, y'all wildin'. For anybody that's thinking that this is even a possibility, y'all wildin'.
You're wildin'. Kuzan out here, bruh. Oden out here getting hit one time back of the head and fights over. Alright? Kuzan can fight for days.
There you go. There you
Hey,
go,
bro,
trolling.
days.
Again. There you go,
I
trolling
can say the
again.
same thing, yo. I can say
There you
Big
go,
Mom got
trolling.
hit in the head and got knocked out. She got one shot by
man.
Queen.
It's trolling,
No,
bro.
Bastion,
Nah,
no.
man.
No, Bastion, no.
We
Did not
put-
Big
we
Mom
put-
get knocked? Did
we
not
put
Big
it-
Mom get knocked out by somebody weaker than her?
We putting folks
Did that not happen?
in boiling
Nah,
pots
Bastion.
of oil.
Did that happen?
I'm fighting magma men
Yo.
for 10 days.
Yo, Lawrence. He also got kicked in his side by Marco,
He ate that.
considerably the weakest first commander.
He took no damage.
Yeah, I saw blood come out. What are you
No, you
talking about?
didn't.
No, but it came out against Diamond Joe's.
Yeah.
Let's see, bro.
Listen, I got Aokiji, bro. But I'm Admiral Gang. So that's what it is. We got another 10 from Girthquake. It says, "What's up, BBC boys? Happy Black History Month. With a knee on the ground and a fist in the air, here's my vanilla viewer tax." Oh my God. To all other crackers in the crowd. Okay.
Oh my god, bro.
Pay up or else law will hashtag bust it open. Girthquake.
Wait, that was okay.
What is wrong with you?
That was
bro?
Lionel with the
Yo.
busted open. All right.
What is wrong with you, bro?
That was wild, bro. But thank you.
And why you
Yeah.
telling him what Lionel's busted open?
We got another 13 months at Yonko status, our highest tier of membership. From Roy Stokes, it says, "Cheers to many more with the GOATs." Thank you, Roy.
Thanks, bro.
Another 5 from Brazilian Volleyballs. It says, "Old Scopper is Luffy level confirmed." Scopper stomps Kid, Law, and King with a gorilla emoji with a gas? I don't know what that is, but thank you. Hashtag like the stream, hashtag Larry chill. All right. Another 2. It says, from Tort the Pounder, it says, "I'm inviting you to my birthday party, Marv." Marv's a good time. Huh? Y'all have fun with Marv.
Pause.
Another 10 from Kirby. It says, "Happy Mondays, boys. Might be a tough question, but Straw Hat starting 5 versus Blackbeard starting 5. Who matches up with who? Hashtag twin tariffs, hashtag Sebby Webby donations, hashtag Larry B. Taxon."
You always do these matchups, bro.
I mean, we kind of already guessed a few.
Obviously, are we counting Aokiji in this?
No.
Okay. If we're removing Aokiji, it makes it a little more difficult. Well, at least, a little easier, actually. Obviously, Luffy versus Blackbeard, Zoro versus Shiryu. Then you gotta figure out who Sanji's fighting.
And then we all agreed it's Corrupt King guy?
I say Corrupt King. People have gone Burgess. People have gone Avalo Pizarro. Not Pizarro. The drunken guy. I forget his name.
Visca shot.
The Vasco shot. Which,
Okay.
either way. I'll go Jinbei versus...
Is it Wasan or nah?
Hmm?
Is it Wasan or nah? Wasan Wolf?
Oh,
Jinbei?
Sanwan.
Sanwan. What did I say? Wasan. I'm tripping. Sanwan. Is it not or not?
It's Sanwan Wolf. I don't think he's top 5 for them, personally.
That's true.
It might be.
I've always said Frankie versus Jesus Burgess, though. That's my one
thought
locked
so
in.
too,
That's one of my locked in.
with his
With
ability,
his ability now, Jinbei might have to fight that dude.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Macho Man.
Now, Frankie could toughen up. I mean, he could show something.
Unless he starts you whipping out some hockey, don't let that one shot in that Vice Admiral gas up his head, all right?
Larry, you gonna contribute to this or no?
I'm searching for the.
Marco did not make Aokiji bleed, bro. I know. Trust me, I would have said it 1,000 times. Already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that.
Oden knew what he was doing when he didn't make Marco bleed.
Whatever,
Just say
bro.
that.
What album? Do we want to go Van Auger and Usopp as a top 5 matchup?
That's not a top 5.
Dude, the top 5 is ends at Frankie.
Yeah, we know this.
It's Luffy to Frankie. That's top 5.
Unless Robin got a power up during one that's stronger than Frankie.
She's not stronger than Frankie.
Then it's Frankie.
Well, that's Frankie, yeah.
All right, we'll move on. Larry, get your head in the game. Another 5 from Johnny Blorp. It says, Seb, are you able to tell us any upcoming DDT matchups? Hashtag Sebitax. Actually, I got into this huge debate with Lawrence and Lionel, well, more specifically Lawrence, yesterday over a DDT matchup that I was talking about.
It wasn't over that.
Yeah, no, it
Technically,
started.
It started.
Yeah, it started
the phone call started with DDT conversation.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
We've actually been looking into doing like squad versus squads. So I know a lot of you have heard of my like cross-guild task force theory that I've been working on, but essentially we're gonna have a matchup or lineup of a lot of the cross-guild and who we assume will be joining versus who we think the Marines would task to take them on. So look out for that. If you wanted a specific matchup that was discussed last night, should I save it for the DDT
Are you
reveal?
going to use my idea, though, the other one? The complete rider back?
Probably,
Okay.
but that's a lot. That's in the future.
Okay.
You have to stay tuned for this, but essentially, it's going to be a lot of Marines and a lot of cross-guild people. Another 2 from Ali Raza Saeed. It says, is Luffy a fraud? No.
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 From what?
No, I get it, but no.
No.
Because there's a lot of people who said Luffy's not like actually Yonko level right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Which is,
Okay.
I think, fair. I don't think it's true, but I think it's fair.
Yeah.
But he's not a fraud. Another 5 from Big Mike 33. It says, so hyped for this pod. Love you guys. You all are the bestest. Hashtag scripted for the Larry tax. Okay. Oh, I got it. I got it. I was so confused by that. Thank you. Another 5 from 3 Shades. It says, I think that Saint S is based on the dude from The Big Lebowski. Yes, I was going to say that so hard, bruh. Oh, man. Have y'all seen The Big Lebowski? We'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. Anyway. But yeah, I totally agree. I think Oda's a movie buff. I do think he's seen The Big Lebowski. It's probably not even the first character that he's expressed or shown reference to, but I see it a little bit. Another subscription to Yonko status from Bazillion Volleyballs. So enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Yonko. Another 5 from Big Mike 33. It says, but for real, you guys are de-goated. Keep it up. Can't wait for anime to be back in April. What changes are you most excited for when the anime returns? It's hard.
What changes they're going to make? I have no idea.
It's hard for us to answer this because we're not really big anime watchers. I am excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
But
I guess
in general,
better choreograph of the fights. So that's what they're aiming towards, right?
Yeah. There's some big fights. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the Gorosei. When they land, the Starfall moment, that's probably like my biggest one. That and Kizaru versus Luffy. So those are the 2 big ones I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. So let's put a stop to Super Chats for now. We're going to go back to reading Super Chats. We just want to start the chapter, and it's been 20 minutes since we started the show. So listen, thank you for all the Super Chats. Again, we will read them. Just let us start doing the chapter a little bit. All right? You guys ready for the chapter?
Yeah.
You guys ready? All right. Today's chapter is titled Scopper Gaban. We are right back in with Yamato's pilgrimage for the cover story. The caption at the bottom reads, Ulti, if anything happens to Pepe, I'll hunt you down to the depths of hell and beat you to death. The cover story shows Who's Who holding a sword while his crewmates look on. Ulti, with swords shown to have been thrown at her, is shackled to a dartboard, yelling at Who's Who about page 1. Do you guys have any thoughts about the cover story this week? And we'll start with Law.
No, honestly, I don't have much. I was thinking, man, what would move Who's Who to do this? And the only thing I can think of is that maybe he's trying to, I think we discussed this already too, he's trying to recruit whoever stayed on Wano to do whatever, to take Wano back over or whatever, or just even try to rule himself, because I don't know how loyal Who's Who was to Kaido. We know that Ulti and Page 1 were. I don't know how his standing was. It kind of seemed like he just kind of just joined in because that's what he was, the cards that was dealt with him, you know? So it could be that he was getting some resistance from whatever he was planning from Ulti and Page 1, or he tried to recruit them and they turned him down, or he just saw an opportunity trying to bend them to his will. It's like, you know what, I caught them lacking, I got the upper hand on them, and now I'm going to see what's up with them. Or he's trying to get information out of them. But that's all I can really think of. I don't even have much here. Until we furthermore why who's...
What, his mic sounds off?
Did they hear me?
We could hear you. I don't know if the chat. Let us know if you had trouble hearing Lawrence or not.
Yeah, science sounds like it's not right.
But I guess you want to go to the next person.
I was done anyway. Yeah.
Oh, you were done anyway?
Yeah.
All right. Lionel.
Yeah, I was saying
Every time you talk. Every time you talk, you do that.
Yo,
You be having-
Just talk.
Yo, you be having my thing is you be having like whoever went in front of you's entire monologue to do that, and then you wait until Larry goes to you.
I still
time.
do it besides that.
Every time.
Do you need like a honey stick or something, bro?
Honey stick.
Is this better?
For-
Marv, is this better? Okay. So I'm mic testing right now. Better?
Yeah,
Okay.
better. Oh, okay.
All right, cool.
All right. Lionel.
Okay.
They said Larry offered Lionel a honey bag.
But yeah, I don't have much here either. I thought the same thing. I don't remember Who's Who and Uti or them like having beef like that. But again, I don't think it's even beef. Just Who's just a crazy. Like he's smiling when he's doing it, and, like has his tongue sticking out. I don't know if he likes that, like torturing people or playing games with people like that. I don't know. I don't remember getting that much vibes like that to a degree when we got him in Wano. I know he was like. This also could result from prison because I'm thinking of when we saw him with flashback with Shanks. Even though that brief moment and how he is now, it's like somewhat of a big change. Like he became. Granted, he was with the world government and they're also kind of like a little crazy criminal type of attitudes, but. I don't know, like, I just wonder what, again, why is he doing this? Like, Lawrence thought the same thing? And, like, or is there something, I don't know. Because I'm like, what's the, like, just having fun, I guess, but, like, what's the purpose or gain from this? Unless he's trying to force them to join him. But I don't know. Like, I don't really think of anything of it. And I was just thinking of, like, I'm guessing Yamato might try to help them or save them, but I don't also see why would she do that either. Like, why would she care? But
I can see why she would.
I mean, I thought so, but again, she grew she grew up with these guys to a degree. Like she knew these guys for years, so she knows why this is happening than us. You know, so.
All right. So.
Yo, Who's Who evil as hell, bro. And I love it. I like when my villains be villains, man. And I wasn't expecting to see Ulti on a spin wheel getting swords thrown at her, but like, I'm not surprised by it. So. I definitely don't think Yamato would let this rock.
Yeah.
Personally, just in general, like even if you and Ulti don't get along all the time or whatever, I don't think she's just gonna sit by while she's getting knives thrown at her and she's spinning defenselessly like this while her brother's being like held hostage. You know what I mean? Like I don't. If Yamato is the person I expect her to be, like I don't think she's just letting that rock. Personally.
Same.
As far as why it's happening, I agree with Lawrence in the power vacuum. Obviously, I don't see any of the Tobiropo or Calamities. Well, King and Queen are kind of out of the picture now, but I don't see anybody kind of like bowing down to anybody else. So you kind of have to have a show of power or force to show like, yo, I'm the new top dog in town. And Who's Who probably thinks, oh, Jinbei not here, the Straw Hat's not here. Like, who out here is beating me? It's not gonna be Ulti and it's not gonna be Ulti and page 1. I'm curious to where Jack is. I've been curious about where Jack is this whole time, honestly, and how he would react to all this, and whether he might end up being. I know we talked about Yamato wrangling up the 𝙁𝙁𝙪. Like, could Jack and Yamato are the same age? Like, could they have some other connection beyond just, you know what I mean? But Jack was very loyal to Kaido, so I don't know.
He jumped in after him, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I'm getting more interested in the cover story though. So I'll say that.
He thought he could swim in lava.
Yeah. I'm gonna save you, Kaido. I got you.
Yo,
Turn it to a fish stick.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yo, seriously.
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I'm getting more interested in the cover story. And shout out to was it Roberto Figueredo? Because I did not peep page 1 on the bottom left of that at all. So thank you.
Getting set on.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. I think sometimes we get lost because we're hardcore fans. And most hardcore fans pay attention to very meticulous details of the chapter. So I do want to congratulate to all those that are not hardcore fans that knew that the hidden silhouettes of these two individuals happen to be Ulti and page 1. Sometimes I feel like we're so like, ugh! It's like, no, bro, like sometimes people don't know. So we did call it. I'm sure other people called it as well. So I did say at one point that Who's Who might have been an upcoming Yakuza boss. And I think we just got a little bit more proof of that, because if Ulti is shackled to the dartboard and those shackles are not letting her transform into her human beast form, then most likely they're sea stone cubs.
Yeah.
So if they are sea stone cubs, Who's Who has a connection to somebody that's making these. Mm-hmm. And with that connection, most likely means that he's a Yakuza boss. So I like that. I enjoyed that a lot. Also, I'm a huge fan of Ulti. I like Ulti a lot.
She's dope. Her design is dope. The way she speaks is dope. Like, she's just really cool. Like,
I like her. She's funny. I initially didn't understand why Ulti and page 1 were captured by Who's Who. They were still in disbelief about like Kaido's defeat and had avoided Udon prison, meaning they never faced Admiral Green Bull after he defeated most of the Beast Pirates there. It's possible that Yamato fought and defeated them during her time in Wano after everybody left, leading Ulti and page 1 to lay low. When it became known that they were still around, Who's Who ordered their capture to strengthen his forces. That's how I'm looking at it right now. However, since they only respect and accept Kaido as their captain, Ulti disrespected Who's Who and took page 1 away. Well, he's on the floor, resulting in like their current predicament. If you go back to when like the 𝙁𝙁𝙪 were first shown, you would see that Ulti, as much as she respected Kaido,
she called him dumb too.
She would call him dumb and disrespect him in front of others and be like, yo, you slacking. And like page 1 would be the one to be like, yo, chill. Yeah. That's Kaido still, you know? But Who's Who had always found them to be kind of repulsive because they're children. He hated being around them. He probably didn't even understand why they were in the 𝙁𝙁𝙪. But he probably knew that they were really strong. So I just think of it as that. He's just like, yo, there's no animosity, but like, if you're not joining me, then I'm just going to mess with you. I can. I'm the big boss around here. So that's really it from me. But other than that, let's go back to Super Chats. We'll spend 5 minutes, and then we'll go right back into the chapter.
All right, before we get into direct Super Chats, we did get a bunch of gifted memberships from a couple people. I know Roy Stokes donated like 60 memberships.
What?
Shout out to Roy. Yeah.
60?
It was 50 for here for a second, and it went away, and he donated another 10 at some point.
Roy, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Big 50.
Yeah, if you guys are
60.
receiving these memberships in the chat, please throw the Nakama fist up.
Yes, Nakama fist, please.
We also got another 10 from Rhett Pressler. So Rhett, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rhett.
We got another 10 from Project Iceman.
Okay,
so
Icy,
Ice, thank you.
Icy.
We really appreciate that.
Thank you
guys.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yo, what the hell are you guys doing over there?
Sorry, those came. They kind of just disappeared on me. But
Yeah, I had some good lunch ladies.
Like the stream,
They was feeding you right.
Oh, we got another 10 from Red.
Rhett,
Apparently.
what the hell?
Yo, what's that?
Yo, Rhett, thank you so much.
Thank you.
bro.
Yo, everybody, please throw up the Nakama fist. Whether you got a membership or not, throw up the Nakama fist. We gotta show love, man.
Yo, can we get the Nakama Fist black?
I guess I could try.
Hit Bunny up, bro. We got another 5 from Lord Deadpool. It says, happy to be here in the live. Hope y'all are doing great. Not gonna lie, I was expecting more from this chapter. Wish we saw more from Mr. Ya. I can agree with that. We'll get into it a little later.
100%.
But we'll get into it a little later, but yeah. Sorry, lost my place. Still losing my place. Don't know what's happening. All right. Another 2 from Diamond Life. It says, when y'all hit the 1 million subs, start the TOBT house. 1 million subs is crazy.
That would be a good time.
1 million subs is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
TLBT house.
Yeah. Where we come together in one house
Yeah.
and make content.
Yeah.
Lawrence and Lana would do it.
They'd refuse to live in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I was like, I don't get what you're saying. I get it now. Okay.
Another 5 from, I want to say Caesar77. It says, do you think this year's worst takes will be worse than last year's? Hashtag, last year's was the one Gorosei could beat 100 Yonkos. Hashtag Larry Taz.
Who said that?
I don't remember who said that, but it
remember
was
that.
crazy. I do
That
remember
is-
that. It was crazy. And probably. I feel like on some level people be saying wild stuff to make
No,
sure
he
they
was
get on
not
the list.
saying probably to that. He was saying probably to the takes.
No, I know. I know.
The face you made.
Yeah. Listen, man,
That's
the
crazy.
takes be bad, bro. We gotta find a time to stream for the next
Yeah.
set of them. Another 5 from Truly Certified. It says, yo, love the pod. Y'all look forward to it every Monday. I'm just wondering, what's your top 3 in the verse? What your top 3 in the verse is currently?
Currently?
So, like, alive then?
Alive, I'm assuming, yeah.
Shanks.
Yeah, Shanks is definitely.
Emu, Shanks.
You're gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it.
Mio?
Garland.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, why? Why? It's big Garling until it ain't.
Big.
Big Garling, dog.
So, just.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Honestly.
Who y'all? I said my top 3. Who y'all got, man? I'm sure Shanks is in our all of our top 3.
Yeah.
So what's up?
He has to be.
If Emu's looking like Endgame, I gotta say Emu. Shanks Emu's a good one. And then. I don't know. Narratively, you could say Mihawk, I guess, too. Maybe. But then also I'm thinking about the Gorosei then. Like, right? Since how they're kind of seem immortal, or for whatever reason, like, you know, you can't really take them out, and they all seem to have conquerors. And
I'm waiting for a person. I mean, thank you. You said Mihawk and you said Garza. I'm waiting for y'all. What's up, man? Y'all frozen over here.
It's all about the third person.
Yeah.
In a
'cause
way.
the other two are like obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that Ethan.
Saint Ethan, Venus Juro, that dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say Emu, for sure, because I have some theories about Emu this chapter.
Okay.
That's gonna be kind of crazy.
What happened to you didn't take notes, bro?
No, it was just in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't take notes. So I'd say Emu. I'd say Shanks because of the hockey flex that was comparable to Joy Boy's.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it was power, I think it was more about the intent of the hockey.
I agree.
And then the third one, it's really hard for me because what I saw from Luffy in his base form fighting Kaido, I had Kaido like up there. But when Luffy was fighting him base form with just the hockey, I was like, yo, this is him stepping into like another tier. And then Gear 5 was just going to complement all of that. And then he does Bajran Gun. And I'm like, how many people could take Bajran Gun? And I don't think
It's not a lot of people, bro.
I don't think there's not a lot of people that could do that. Not a lot of people. Unless you have the Conqueror's Haki in order to combat that, there's no way you're doing it. I don't think there's any Devil Fruit that could possibly combat it either. So I want to say Luffy, but I think that he's received such a bad showing in Egghead that his stamina seems to just dissipate immediately. And I feel like he lasted longer on Wano, where he didn't need to drain his energy as much, but he was fighting way harder too. So for me, I just think that it's gonna. I gotta say Luffy,
I'm not mad at Luffy.
third highest.
I'm not mad at Luffy.
Yeah.
I thought of Luffy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's just two different people for me, bro. Wano Luffy and Egghead Luffy are two different people.
We gotta see
Like
what,
even this chapter.
we gotta see what Elbaf Luffy gonna look
Yeah.
like, but I don't. It ain't.
I've never seen somebody digress in power like that, like regress in power like that.
Well, the stakes aren't supposed to be looked at as high. I think that's the problem.
And-
Is that the stakes that Oda wanted us to have Luffy looking at on Wano were supposed to be higher than what they were on Egghead. But what he presented Luffy told the opposite story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know.
It was just that Kaido was such a powerhouse. There's nothing you could do to beat Kaido, in my opinion, unless you were like Shanks or like Big Mom if she's seriously going out. Like, and now that Conqueror's Haki is confirmed to at least shut down the powers of the Gorosei to an extent, if they're at that extreme level, yo, what's to stop you from saying that Kaido was able to do such a thing? Or, you know, or like Luffy right now probably isn't capable of doing such a thing, you know? Like, it was said by, I think, Rayleigh. He said that Shanks was able to take out like 100,000 fishmen. Meanwhile, Luffy was only able to take out like 50,000.
yeah.
And it's like, that's Luffy at Fishman Island. Now he's up to a point where like he fought Kaido. His Conqueror's Haki has to be strong enough. And if it's, let's say Shanks is the 100,000 cap, I think Luffy might be like, on Wano, he was like probably like 85,000, 90,000 around there of knocking Fishman out. You know what I'm saying? So he has a ways to go to catch up, but I think he's near it enough to where he could have Conqueror's Haki blasted at least one Gorosei member, and then they go back into their human form and he just bodies them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the Gorosei would be able to combat him if we're talking Wano Luffy. That's just my opinion though.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
We did get a $200 super chat.
Yo, Trent, bro. Trent, bro. Calling the
Wow.
cops, dog. Who are you?
Yo, free Trent,
Yo,
man.
free Trent, bro.
Free Trent in the chat, man.
Yo, Trent, man.
No-
Thank you so much, Trent.
You
You're
know-
selling a lot more than gas at the
Yeah,
gas
bro.
station, bro.
Seriously.
Yo, Trent, thank you so much,
you.
man. That's extremely kind.
Trent said, I work at the gas station.
Yeah.
Not I post up at the gas station. It's different.
We know what type of gas you're selling. 10 top 3 in my opinion. Right
Yo,
now.
it's crazy,
top
bro.
3, bro.
Wow.
Oh, man. But thank you so much.
Yeah, Trent,
Very much
bro.
appreciated.
That is so much.
Trent says, yo, what's up, Top Gang? Glad to have another stream. Seb, remember the bet. And Lionel, having to express his hate for Oden, y'all goated. Hashtag topped on top. Hashtag Larry Tax. Hashtag Seb hates Blackbeard. Hashtag Lionel hates Oden. Hashtag Larry on top. Also, who is the strongest person that Crocodile can beat now? We did not forget about Lionel having to shade Oden. Lionel forgot. Okay?
Yeah, Lionel
So
forgot.
at some point it will happen.
It should happen next episode if he comes.
Yeah, I will be here.
You gotta do it though.
Yeah, I know I gotta do it.
Lawrence killed his.
Yo, Lawrence did amazing.
Yeah, did you not watch it?
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm like,
It was the best thing you've done on the podcast.
It was, it was
bar
funny
none.
as hell too.
Yeah?
Bar
Yeah.
none.
I
That's
gotta see. I didn't get to see it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
see
Yeah.
it.
you glazing.
I have it recorded on my phone. Like
That's
it's the
funny.
best thing you've done.
Was he smiling when he was saying it too?
He was hurting. He was hurting.
The best person Crocodile could be right now,
We had this conversation last night, kind of a little bit
Buggy.
too.
Dang,
It's
bro.
high.
That's-
It's high. It's high. It's high.
That is
It's high.
so
It's high, bro.
disrespectful.
It's high. It's high.
That's crazy. He said that.
Buggy.
Strongest person. See, I'm trying to scale with where he seems to be versus what we know of him. Right?
Good. Are you? Because you have to take into consideration what I told you. What Oda said.
Yeah. Oden when he brings these dudes back, he gives them some sort of buff for whatever reason.
He beats Ulti.
I'm not mad at that. We're probably wild,
Yo,
but I'm
I'm
not
like-
mad at that.
He's not even.
Yo, I'm not
That's
mad
happening.
at that.
I don't know.
Yo,
Crocodile getting smoked.
Yo, again, there's no reason to bring Crocodile back if you can get smoked by Ulti though.
And
Like
that's
you know what I'm
fair.
saying? That this
That is fair to me.
you gotta look at it from that lens.
Until Oda does that,
He's done it with everybody else.
I don't care.
Lucci literally out here boxing.
I don't care. That's Lucci. Like I said before, Lucci is an actual fighter. Crocodile
Oh
is
my
more of
God,
a tactician. He's a corporate
Crocodile's a
tactician.
fighter too, man.
Dude, what did he even say in his bounty? For his mind, tactician. It wasn't because he's this dude. It's because he's crafty, he's clever, he's scheming, he's a tactician.
Don't let him yoke you up, man. He's gonna drain you.
I would one-shot Crocodile.
Okay.
Put him
Listen,
to sleep.
I was gonna go as far as to say Jack, yo. Not even
Stop.
playing.
Oh my
I was.
Yeah, you need help.
Yo, but I'm a crocodile guy.
Better
I always
help.
have been. I always have been.
No,
I was
I was really joking about the ulti thing.
Nah, I'm not,
I knew
bro.
you were.
They talking
I
about
knew you.
Sanji in the chat. Jesus, bro.
I know, bro.
No, bro.
Dude. I'm thinking captain. Some captain.
And the
Captain
Marines.
So you're saying like the Bartolomeo level people? Them?
He might not even be Barcelona. No,
I think he would be Bartolomeo.
What's he gonna do? How do you get past the shield?
Bartolomeo got hockey?
How do you get past the shield, bro?
He could like slip in with that sand. No?
Can Barcelona trap people in a shield, a barrier?
Barcelona
box?
doesn't have hockey, so
That's what
he
I'm saying.
can't hurt
He can't do
me.
anything to Crocodile.
But can he trap Crocodile in a barrier box?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know, bro.
Dude, you can literally trap water in that barrier box and throw it at Crocodile.
Listen, man. Don't sleep on Croc, man. When he's fighting again, we gonna see, bro.
but I guess
You better hope somebody don't got water
Hope it's not
on their
raining.
hands.
No, I'll say
Why your hands wet? Huh?
You standing next to Crocodile? Yo, chill out with that
yo,
water.
yo, chill out, man.
I think I found somebody. I mean, we don't know that much about Snack.
Stop. Come on, man. Stop.
I mean, Snack was fighting Judge, right?
Judge.
That sounds like a good range. Yeah.
You said Judge.
Yeah.
I think the good range was Barcelona. I think that
No, hold on. Yo, hold
Wait,
on.
you don't talk like the big mom.
Snack and Judge fought, Lionel.
Wait, what?
It's not like on panel, but it happened.
In the anime or the manga?
Both. In the manga, there's a little panel of the silhouette of Snack and Judge about to face off. In the anime, I think they extended a little bit. I don't remember. I wasn't watching.
So nobody threw a spear or punch at each other. They just looked at each other in the manga. Oh, they fought.
Listen, man. We gotta respect Crocodile a little less.
Respect my boy Croc, bro. Shout out to S Croc, man.
Yo, don't let Mr. One.
Smoker versus Crocodile incoming, man. I can't wait.
Don't let Mr. One learn hockey, bro. It's over for Crocodile.
Yeah, all right. Another 5 from 𝙏𝙚𝙪𝙢𝙗𝙪. It says, Super Chat goal. The boys take on 2 double baconators and then try to pod normally after. I'd die, bro. No, I wouldn't.
I can't do that, bro.
I had a junior baconator last week. It was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Oh.
2 double bacon.
You should have ate 3. The way you looking?
I'll tell you.
Three is great.
Can I lose weight, bro? Damn. Damn, man.
I don't like it. What the hell?
Listen, bro. All right, we got another, and this is probably the last one.
Yeah, there's the last one before we go back into the chapter.
From Alex Vargas, 12 months at 𝐽𝐿𝐭 status. It says, 1 year with my favorite unks. Glad you guys
my
are a
God.
part of my life and have helped me through a lot this
I
year.
love you, nephew.
Including the passing of my OG granddad.
Aw.
Keep doing what you're doing. Hashtag TOPT for life. Our condolences, man.
Yeah.
Truly.
Condolences to the grandpa, bro.
I've never met either of our grandfathers. Probably wouldn't have liked either of them. So I'm glad that you have some sort of respect for
That's
yours.
fair. Yeah.
So
Why are you making it about you, bro? It's about him.
it's natural, bro.
finding
I'm
common ground.
narcissistic.
There's no common ground.
I said I was glad he experienced douchebaggery, bro.
Trying to relate.
Yeah.
Trying to relate, man.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad that you're able to find joy in us and helping you get through that trial and finding comfort with us. Yeah.
Well said, Lawrence.
Thank
Well
you.
said, bro. Pour one out for him, for sure.
Yeah.
Like a bottle of water. Don't do liquor.
Nah.
Because our Nakama don't drink liquor.
What?
We drink juice.
Oh, it's still early in the pot. I got you.
We drink juice.
But
Yeah, all right, guys. We're going to get right back to the super chats. We're just going to continue on with the chapter for now, okay? But please wait on us to read them. We're going to read them, so don't worry. We'll get to them. All right. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video. In the next part of the chapter, we return to the Walrus School, where giant children call out to Anje, trying to get her to look up.
Wait.
Yeah, you really went.
Yeah, bro.
ahead,
You
Oh,
like...
my bad. My bad. My phone like went up. I didn't notice. All right.
I was gonna let it rock too.
Why?
All right. The chapter begins with the Straw Hats questioning Gaban about why they need to take the key from him. Gaban teases them, and Luffy gets agitated, trying to grab the key but failing as Gaban dodges. Luffy wants the key to free Loki and to return to the feast. Gaban, who can hold his own against Elbaf warriors, tells Luffy he must take the key from him. Luffy gets fired up, but Gaban coats the key with haki and slams it down, causing Luffy to pop out of the rubble, angry. Gaban teases Luffy about his straw hat and mocks Shanks. Luffy defends Shanks angrily, and Gaban laughs, stuffing the key in Luffy's mouth. As Gaban prepares to attack with his twin axes, Zoro warns Luffy. Gaban slices through the area while Zoro skillfully blocks the attacks. Luffy then goes Gear 5, and Zoro uses Santorio. Gaban acknowledges Luffy's crew and subsequently pretends to surrender by dropping his axes, but Luffy and Zoro charge at him. Gaban jokes that there's no need to fight now that they have the key. Rodo tries to explain Gaban's importance to the Straw Hats, but Gaban interrupts, suggesting they visit him and if Elbaf still exists when they leave. The crew wonders why they'd want to see him again, and Gaban recalls Shanks' visit regarding Luffy. So, what did you think about the beginning of this chapter?
All right, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did. I wanted more. I was hoping we would get an actual skirmish between the three of them. You know what I mean? I think I said that earlier. I would love to see like what one of the Pirate King's crew fighting earnestly versus Luffy and Zoro at this point would look like. We didn't really get to see that, so I'm a little disappointed in it, but it was fun. What we got was like engaging and fun and interesting, and I laughed a few times. So Gaban clearly is an observation hockey specialist, I would say, just based off how he was moving and how he was dodging Luffy's attacks and attempts at grabbing the key. I wouldn't call them actual attacks. But I thought that was funny. I thought it was cool. He was really giving me Master Roshi vibes in that moment for some reason. I already had the voice of all things power-up theory that I put out there. I don't know if this supports it more, but him flexing in this observation hockey kind of like makes me feel more emboldened on that theory. I really did enjoy that fight, as short-lived as it was. Gaban just looked strong. Like, he seemed strong. His attack looked really strong. Where'd those axes come from, though? Like, I was like, he just spawned axes. I guess he kind of probably had them tucked behind his hair or something. But he had already thrown an axe earlier. So, like, is he spawning axes? Like, is he...
The axe he threw was huge.
Yeah, like, is he a Grand Theft Auto character? Like, I don't understand.
Axe fruit.
Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. The attack that he did, it looked dope. I forgot the name already, but it looked really cool. And, like, Zoro telling Luffy to dodge it reminded me of the Big Mom Kaido on the rooftop. I don't know if anybody else got that.
Yep. Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. But the attack, it would seem really strong, too, because the building itself is ginormous. Like, It's an Elbaf castle, right? And it's like a large chunk of it got destroyed and fell down. I actually do think that debris falling is going to lead to something. So I think that people have talked about, it's going to be the thing that frees Loki, right? I don't think that, per se. I think it's going to free somebody else. Obviously, I would like it to be Shiggy. You know what I'm saying? It's coming to me.
Just quit.
Still coping. I'm going to cope until I can't. I'm going to cope until I can't, bro. I'm going to cope until I can't. But I do think the fact that Oda showed the debris falling into that area where they seemingly housed people for jail or whatever, it'll lead to something. Maybe it's the person that Loki was talking to on the phone. Maybe it's somebody else. Again, probably still just coping that it's Shiki, but either way, I thought that when I read that. Like, that's interesting that Oda would dive into that falling in detail like that. Shout out to Zoro for blocking one of those slashes. I thought that was kind of cool. Little nice little mini Zoro feat. That stuff that we heard earlier in the super chat was crazy. But thank you. A lot of people online have been saying that Gaban used Advanced Conqueror's Haki. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. Again, Luffy was seemingly unaffected by the attack. Like, it didn't seem like it did major damage to Luffy. And if you're using advanced Conqueror's Haki on an attack like that, like, it should trigger 1, more damage from Luffy, and 2, a bigger reaction. Because, like, this random dude is out here using this technique that top tiers have. Like, Kaido has. Like, you know what I'm saying? For Luffy to see that and just be like, oh, snap Haki. Like, I don't see that. He'd be like, yo, who is this guy? You know? Maybe I'm overthinking that, but to me, I've said it on the pod before, Oda gonna tell us who got Conqueror's Haki, bro. Like, you don't need to have all this, is this Conqueror's Haki, is this that? Oda, if Gaban got it, Oda will tell us. And he literally had the perfect opportunity to do so right now, and didn't. So, I don't think he has it. Him giving up that easily, it had me cracking up. I could have seen it coming a mile away, but it was so funny because it had the glare in his eye like he was about to do something, and you're just like, nah, I'm good. I thought that was funny. And like Zoro and Luffy hitting, like attacking, but like not attacking, I thought that was funny. I also think that the bit of dialogue between Luffy and Gaban, as short as it was, is a bit of a foreshadowing for the future. So, Luffy has just never been meant to give that hat back. And I don't know if this is supposed to be Gaban, like, telling him that subtly, that, like, hey, like, it's yours. And because the hat seemingly has some major, more significant importance than just giving it back to Shanks for the overall story lore and like, trajectory here, maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but I've always been a person that says Luffy should never give the hat back to Shanks. It should be his. Whether he meets Shanks or not, the hat's synonymous with Luffy and his freedom and his goals and everything. Like, that's Luffy. The hat should never actually be returned. I don't think it ever will be. And I personally, when I read this, I was thinking this is Gaban kind of telling Luffy, like, you're never going to get the hat back. Like, you're never giving it back. It's never going to happen. Maybe that's just me thinking a little too dark or too deep into that exchange, but to me, like, a lot of the stuff Oda does is supposed to represent more. And the fact that this is a Roger Pirate showing up this late and commenting on the hat specifically multiple times, I don't know. I read into that. So I don't know if it's Joy Boy specifically. I don't know if it's Prophecy specific. But to me, Luffy never giving the hat back to Shanks. Gaban saying if Elbaf is still intact after... I know that a lot of people have chalked this up to just like the Loki element, and like he's already said, like, yo, freeing Loki can be a problem. I feel like there's more there. Like, there's something more to that he knows that's about to unfold. So, I don't think it's God's Night specific. Maybe it is Loki specific, but I don't know. Something about that told me like there's more about to go on. But that's it for me.
All right. Law?
Okay. So I loved how casual he was about the whole, you gotta take this key from me. And like, the whole back and forth, like Luffy and him are going back, like, dude, why do I have to take it from you? Because to Luffy, this is coming out of nowhere. You guy just appeared up while we're already looking for the key, and now you have the key, you showed us the key, now you're playing games with us. Just give us the key, what's going on? But so I also question too, like Luffy does it because like Luffy, every time he tries to grab the key, the look on Luffy's face, right, when he doesn't get it, it's like, like, I'm guessing Luffy's like, I don't know if he started using observation already or just doing it, because to me it looked like he was, obviously, why wouldn't he? He was definitely looking down on Gaban, so to speak, because he doesn't know who he is, and I doubt Luffy's sensing his strength. He's just like, yeah, there's some random old guy that just appeared up, right? So he's not really sensing any threat vibe from him, because I think Luffy hasn't really shown that he would be able to sense a threat vibe from that guy anyway, because Luffy hasn't really shown that in the past, where people who've like think of Bellamy who snuck attacked him, right? Later on, he get like this vibe from a person, but like when a person trying to attack you, Luffy's vibe with sensing things can be a little off because when his guard's completely down. Right, only when Luffy's guard is up is when he'll have more of a knowledge to like, all right, I'm sensing things up because I'm more in an alert state. But when Luffy's completely gone, almost anybody can get an attack on him because how much he lets his guard down. Hence why Zoro will be yelling at him, Luffy, shape up. We're in here. Stop letting your guard down, you know? But Luffy tends to do it all the time, right? But in this situation, it's a little more why he would let it down. Because, like, he did not, the first time he's like, huh? But then while he's, like, continuing dodging, Luffy's making the same reaction. Like, he's puzzled, like, shocked every single time. It popped up 3 times for Luffy. And exclamation points, like question mark. Like, how is he evading my attacks? I guess not noticing the limbo of this guy, right? And then he's like, "Is that easy? Just take it from me," right? And then Luffy says, "I will," like fire it up. And then when Gaban dodges the attack, right? Going to what Sebastian said, I know people are thinking, "Oh, this is Conqueror's," mainly because the leakage, right? But notice how this is not necessarily Conqueror's leakage. It's more like the Black Lightning, right? And we think we established before how there's a big difference in there because the leakage is legit trailing from the blade. And it's usually kind of like one with lightning there too, but it's like a long leakage thing here, right? Case in point, just to compare, right? Notice how every time Luffy goes gear 5th, there's like a Conqueror's burst in it, right? Notice how there's a trail, just to call that, I know I'm jumping ahead, but we already covered this, right? When Luffy does go gear 5th, look at Luffy's wording when he says, "Let's go Zoro," right? You see a leakage of lightning, or leakage, trailing from his word, showing that when he goes gear 5th, there's usually always, that's how he first went into it, a Conqueror's burst happened, right? So right there, and you see, that's why it looks, "Let's go Zoro," you'll see it. And if you compare that to Gaban using, when he attacked Luffy, it's different because this is more like lightning, right? And case in point was Sebastian saying that Luffy legit said when he sensed attack coming with Conqueror's Haki against the Gorosei, he legit said Conqueror's Haki, right? Luffy noticed this was Haki too, but didn't say that it was Conqueror's. He just said Haki, right? Is Gaban a Conqueror's user yet? It hasn't been confirmed. I'm not saying it is because Luffy would have identified that it was, right? And the fact that Luffy just saying that it's Haki shows, not saying that he's not, but at the very least, Gaban wasn't using it in this instance. So for people saying that it wasn't, Luffy would have identified that it was because he's already shocked that he's using Haki. He would have been shocked that this random old guy who was using Conquerors as well and just attacked me with it. And also, too, the effect on Luffy, because it wasn't even this attack that drove him to go gear 5th. He just smacked you into the ground hard as heck with this Haki attack. And you brought up in a rage, but this attack didn't spawn you. Hold on. This old guy is something else. He's a Conqueror's user. I'm going to go gear 5th now. And you know, we're in a fight now because he's serious, you know? It was more like, all right, hold on. Why is this guy giving me this trouble, right? Because it's still not seeming lighthearted, but it's more like Luffy continues still doing the same exact thing he was before. Like he didn't get hit with it, right? And then the whole dialogue back and forth between them as in, just take the key from me. If it's just going to take it, it should be simple for you. Just take the key, right? So it shows it more like Gaban is like testing Luffy. And honestly, the move that he did to Luffy, to me, was kind of dope. And how he like shoved in his mouth and then he like kicked off it.
Hey yo.
Like he shoved the key, right? And he bounced off the key with his foot. I thought that was funny. And then after that, and like Sebastian, I think I was like, where did he put out the axes? I think he pulled it from like, first I thought it was hair, but he probably has something on his back where he holds them. Cause like, where would you keep them? And also too, you said he threw the other axe. To me, that axe was huge because think of the proportion size. That it got Roto's attention. He's a giant, right?
It probably was just one of the axes lying around.
Exactly, lying down because remember this. Luffy has an axe in his hand later on, and it's a huge one too. So showing that there was a battle that went on here. Remember, 100 Elbaf warriors got taken out. All their weapons are left here because no one cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see that that's where the first axe came from. But these axes, I think, are his, right? So and the dialogue, like you brought out how about the hat thing could mean something. I would say I could agree that maybe Luffy's not supposed to give Shanks back the hat out, but I do kind of feel like this glues more into, because they keep showing it with almost, not except for Crocodile, right? Crocus, yeah. They all mentioned the hat. Shanks gave it to Luffy. Buggy mentioned the hat, right? And Ray said the hat fits you to Luffy, right? And now Gaban mentioning the hat here. So the hat kind of means something. We still don't know the origin of where Roger got it from. And I think it's also kind of strange. I don't know what Oda's doing because later on we saw a giant hat in that room with Emu, but then also too with Joy Boy. We didn't see what he was wearing, but it looked like he was wearing a straw hat, right? So the origin of where Roger got that hat is what we're getting is supposed to mean something more. Like, I don't know, the person who carries this hat is supposed to be the next foretold Joy Boy. I don't know where Oda's going with it, but we just know it means something because he keeps alluding to it. Especially the ones who kind of know how are the ones who keep bringing it to our attention, right? Are noticing it, right? So, and
I actually had a mini theory on that, but it wasn't fleshed out, so I didn't want to bring it here. But
Okay. Right. And then Sebastian broke out that attack that he broke out. It looked strong, but it's funny how this attack is the one that like caught their eye and not the Haki's attack. Not saying that he wasn't using the Haki here, but the other one, you have lightning coming from that Haki. But this is the one that Zoro's like, Luffy, watch out. Right? So then Luffy got smacked by that one, but this one, later on they say, you're trying to take us out. You're trying to end us. So it shows to me more like Gaban was, because also his answer, but did you die? Like, you know? Showing that how much he was testing Luffy and I guess Zoro too, because later on we see when Zoro does block in, he says, oh, he has a good crew. The fact that he was able to jump in time and block my attack, and that he had Luffy's back, but also too, his dialogue with Shanks. He's like, you think I'm just going to trust him based off what you say? That you trusted your hat to him? That's why I go into like why the hat may mean something. Because we don't know what Shanks fully said, right? But you gave your arm and you gave him Roger's hat, right? So you think I'm just going to trust him based off your word? Shanks goes, you know, do what you want, right? Kind of like test him as you will. Pretty much trusting. Anyway, Shanks to me is showing confidence in Luffy. You're going to see what I see, right? And based off this little bit, which honestly bothered me, because I really wanted more, right? I got kind of annoyed that, because I got all hyped up, right? As in, yo, let's go. And you guys asked now too? This battle's about to be, no, it's not. You know, I was like, Oda, why? Why tease us that much? Because, like I said before, I mentioned how I didn't really think that Zoro should step in. It should be just between them two. But now he's showing that, no, we kind of, not necessarily have to, but if we want the key, we can't mess around. Both of us have to come in here.
So,
right?
So to me, it wasn't about the key then, personally.
You don't think so?
I'm sorry I'm jumping in, but to me, it's really what happened. But like you mentioned, Gaban hitting Luffy on the head,
Yeah.
and Zoro didn't react to that. It's when he started doing wide-ranging attacks, because you know what that means now.
Mm-hmm.
These things could hit Nami.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's like, all right, let's nip this in the bud, because Nami could get hit with on one of these potentially. You know, that was my view, because he even showed Nami like reaction to it, like, oh my god, and it's like, all right, let's go, because now she's in danger potentially.
Okay.
Because it's now reaching beyond just you and Luffy.
Yeah.
But that was my view of that.
Okay, no, that
personally.
makes sense. You know, the situation here is like the situation's changed. We can't mess around in here.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. Right? And I like that Gaban stuff, like he has a good crew, noticing that, and then about to take him on, right? But also, him yielding made me laugh, but also it still aggravated me because I really wanted him to do something. But also, I thought it was very interesting how Gaban didn't allow Rhoda to tell him who he really was. Because we all know what he was going to say. He's like, you may not know this, but he's probably going to reveal, oh, he is the left hand of Roger. He was on Roger. And then now it's like this old man who gave you guys so much trouble messing around with you, there's a reason why for it, right? And because now they're saying that I never want to see you again, but I know we all know if you found out this is like Ray's boy, Roger's like left hand, that's gonna change things. Because they're all saying I never want to see you again, all that stuff like that. But when they find out who he really is, which I kind of now Oda left that for us, I can't wait till that happens. And when they realize, they may even get it from Usopp, and then because they know, they may tell him, yo, someone from Roger's ship is here. They're like, who?
Knowing Zoro and Luffy, they so dumb they won't put two and two together. Honestly.
You know?
Nah, they probably would.
I think so. Like, I can picture Luffy saying, that old guy, and then bringing questions, but then going about it, and then why would Luffy? Because if Luffy doesn't get that, he's not going to go see him, right? This will be the factor of why Luffy would go see him afterwards. You know? Like, you know what? He was what? I'm going to go see him after. Maybe he could even be beforehand, but this will make Luffy, when he finds out who he really is, going to find out, like, he told him to come see him, I'm going to go check him out, you know? And he knows Shanks, like, you know, because the hat, right? And I think that's all I had for now.
All right.
Yeah.
Lionel?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. So, I don't know if you guys thought of when Gaban was messing with Luffy. Did you guys remember Crocus? Like the whole when they met Crocus? Mm-hmm. Did you get that vibe? I got the similar vibes for them. Like because this is different because they actually started fighting. Well, they were getting action that they wanted to fight Crocus. So I thought that was kind of funny. Like it's a reverse of each other. The hockey thing we all talked about, but I was actually bringing from this attack when you guys mentioned this with the hockey and the other thing. I noticed that Gaban doing this attack, even though he did like intense hockey to a degree, he did the black hockey hardening, the lightning of it. Luffy got like hurt and he got angry with it when he got hit. But when he says the name attacked, he showed more bloodlust in those moments. That's what I got. And that's why you see Luffy's face had me dying laughing. When I saw Luffy's face, like, and when you even see Gaban, like, he's showing that he's actually, like, when he did the hockey attack, he just did it. But you see Gaban's expression. It's completely different from the hockey attack.
Yeah.
And like the evil grin he's giving, saying the name attack, whatever. Zoro felt the fear. Like Zoro didn't feel the fear during the hockey attack, even though it was strong, whatever. But this attack he did, granted it's a name attack, is different because name attacks are stronger. But the expression that Gaban gave was different. Like Zoro felt the killer intent in it. Granted, he's not really trying to kill Luffy, but again, he was testing them. Because I noticed, even though he did that, right, and Zoro reacted, what did Gaban say? He said he has a good crew. Then he says, indeed, all in white. Like, he acknowledged Luffy's transformation. Again, he knows more about the Wrath Tale and ancient history, and also he's in Elbaf. So he knows more about what Nika, what they look like. And in fact, he's probably linking the two. He's linking their history with Elbaf. So it's just like, and now he sees Luffy getting confirmation, because the fact that Luffy went Gear 5th, that's when he decided he ended it. Like, he wanted to see that form for himself and see how strong Luffy is. Maybe. That's what I'm going with. And that's why, like, I even thought of, like, the hockey attack that he did the first time did enough to draw out Luffy going Gear 5th. This time, let me draw it out more. I have to be a little more serious now. So he does this attack. Again, as soon as that happens, that's when he says, all right, I give up. For whatever reason, what he was trying to see, but we all agree that he was testing Luffy. And also trying to think of, like, what did Shanks say to Gaban? Because we all know like Lawrence mentioned, he gave his arm, he gave him the hat. But did he also tell Gaban, because I'm pretty sure you guys agree with me, that Gaban knows about Roger's dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, most likely, Shanks told Gaban that as well. Like, yo, this dude, though it said the same dream as Roger, he also said he wants to become Pirate King. And that's what's something with the hat thing, and especially him talking to Shanks, I thought of that him, like when Shanks said pretty much give the hat back to me, I actually started thinking of, I don't think it was supposed to give the hat back, like you were saying. I think it's the promise that you said you're going to fulfill his dream and become Pirate King. You have to be a great pirate to achieve that. And I think pretty much him giving the hat to Luffy is saying that it's a promise. Luffy, you promised me you're going to fulfill those things. That's what I view it as. So we all link to, like, we're waiting to Luffy get the hat back from Shanks. It's not. It's like mostly like Shanks, Luffy's not acknowledge that you're promising me you're going to achieve these things. So until you achieve it, then we can meet. That's what I kind of got. Mm-hmm. Like, that it's a promise mostly that Luffy's supposed to fulfill towards Shanks. Not necessarily the hat's linked to it, but that's what I really got when you were saying. That's what I was thinking of. It's the promise. I don't know. It could be all of it. I'm not exactly sure. Because when, Gaban saying that, like, he calls Shanks a cheapskate, I did also thought it was hilarious that Luffy said you know nothing about him. Like, he knows more about him than you do.
So, but helped raise him.
But, yeah. What else? I think what else I was going to say. And also, I was kind of thinking also that attack that he did. Because we compare, like, because I keep on realizing how big this castle is. Like, you even see what they're standing on. Like, they're like treasure chests and how big they are. Then you see Rodo, he's towering over everybody. Right? And I'm thinking of, like, do you think this is the technique that he did with the mountain that cut all the trees? Because in a way, the thing that with the castle he cut down, compared to that would be pretty much a mountain. Or like mountain size type S.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this one attack, it could be that, because I don't know when that happened. Because when I first saw it, in the old transition, they kind of linked it to Roger being sick. But now they would say his injuries. So that changes. That could be like in the beginning of their journey. I don't know. Like, they don't elaborate on what time frame when Gaban got the name when he was helping Roger. So that I thought the end. No, it could have been the beginning. So that's what I thought. So I thought of that technique. Now the observation thing. I don't know if observation with future sight, how that works. If once you get future sight, you always have to use future sight, or you could go into it. Like, for instance, just because you have Conqueror's coding, not every attack is going to be Conqueror's coding, or now you have like Hockey Hardy, not every attack is going to be Hockey Hardy. I don't know if observation is the same way. I always thought once you do future sight, that's your level is that now. Like you're not tipping into different shades or techniques of future sight.
Now you could choose to you go into the future or not.
That's what I was thinking about. They never elaborate. They don't. I don't know. So I don't know. With that, I have nothing. But I just acknowledge that, for instance, because with him dodging this also reminded me of 𝙁and Sanji, one who was as a future sight user and one who wasn't. But I also thought of Luffy. Luffy kind of dodging 𝙁 at the same time, but Luffy was struggling a lot. When he was in a battle like constantly with 𝙁. Sanji just did that one time. But I don't know if Gaban has future sight. I just to me just shows he's just a hockey master, like the highest level of armament most likely, and the highest level of probably observation, whether that's future sight or going to sensing. Because he showed beast observation here with dodging moves attacks that Luffy's questioning. Like, good for instance, like Luffy has future sight. He should see where he's going. Period. He should be able to stretch his all right, grab the key. But Luffy's just shocked and puzzled. Like,
I don't think Luffy was using observation hockey at all in that moment.
You don't think so?
No.
He was clearly underestimating Gaban. And the fact that he didn't even sense him as a hockey user, I just those like you said, like it's weird. Like during these moments, Luffy showed previously. Then now it's like in Egghead and Elbaf. Yeah. Where's your sensing? Where's this? Where these other hockey things you showed previously? He could just be underestimating Gaban because he's an old man. And that period Luffy kind of does that, I guess. But
it goes to his carefreeness.
I guess. But I was going to like the whole like when you mentioned with 𝙁about pretty much how he struggled with Luffy. Again, I'm saying when he mentioned 𝙁when he struggled with Luffy about I didn't somebody dodge so many attacks. But right here is proof that Gaban's level, granted, I don't know what Gaban's level at his old age, but we just know that Luffy's a future sight user. Whether he was using it during this time, we don't know, or if he was even using observation, we don't know.
I doubt it.
But the fact is that Luffy should have been caught this key with his future sight, and he wasn't able to do it at all because Gaban. And we don't know if Gaban's level of observation, but it shows like there's a certain level, and that's what brought the whole Sanji thing with 𝙁. Sanji going towards future sight, Sanji should have been hit. Because he has a lower grade of observation than 𝙁, but he still dodged it. Because it's shown that observation level, that if you could have your level, maybe not at future state, but so good, and also with your speed, your capability, your observation working with your speed, you could fight, even dodge future side attacks without being a future side user. Mm-hmm. And so that's not technically right there. It's not a knock on 𝙁 for not. For struggling against Luffy because some people are just on that level. That's the point I'm making.
They making fun of you for how you say 𝙁.
𝙁. Shut up.
Just call him Cat.
I feel like we had this exact moment before.
I like saying the full names, all right?
You say it right.
But I think that's what I have. But yeah.
You was trolling Luffy, bro. That's crazy.
That's
he was legit moonwalking.
Yeah.
I just love how agile he was with that key, though. Like, he was doing flips and everything with this big giant key in his hand.
Doing tricks with it.
Yeah. Finished?
Yeah, I'm done here.
Fight was disappointing. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of any of it. Did not like it. Didn't find it useful for the chapter at all. Didn't find it that entertaining at all either. As you can see, there was inconsistencies throughout the chapter with Gaban and the hockey and all that stuff with Luffy, once again, just looking like a complete idiot. Don't care for it, bro. Not a fan. So, have nothing much more to say except we wasted pages. We wasted pages.
Such a doubter.
It was really cool to see, one, that Zoro was shook a little bit.
Yeah.
Seems like every arc after Wano, the Straw Hats just seemed to look a little weaker. Especially when people ain't really throwing out the big guns like that. And they have big guns. So, and then Luffy going into Gear 5 immediately. Super disappointing again. But it was to do what you guys were talking about, right? So I kind of have a theory. So here's my theory. If Shanks didn't visit Elbaf when he was on Elbaf, before he murked Kid, and spoke to Scopper Gaban, we might be able to say that flashback probably happened a while ago, where he told Gaban about Luffy. If that is so, right? Remember, the Roger Pirates know the true history of the world. Scopper knows the mural. In that mural, there is a white cloaked figure fighting with everybody to fight this dark figure with the sun in its hand. But also remember, the Roger Pirates also knew that they were too early, and Shanks was a kid. So, if Shanks happened to ask Roger something, Roger said something back to him, which most likely meant that, yo, you're a celestial dragon, you come from the Vargarland family, and then Shanks cries on his lap. Remember, it's probably because he's like, yo, due to what the history is saying, you're not the chosen one anymore. It's going to be somebody else. So, what does Shanks do? He gives the hat to Luffy. He assumes he's the chosen one because he ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi, right? Because he knows what the Royal Devil Fruit is. This is just a theory, guys. Luffy grows up, becomes even more and more of this person. Shanks starts bragging about him to everybody. And those everybody are the Roger Pirates that have been disbanded and are in selected few places. I'm not too sure I remember if Shanks was talking to Crocus or not. Can you guys remind me? Did he?
I don't think they ever showed Shanks
They
talking
never
to
showed
Crocus.
it.
Okay, perfect. So he goes to talk to Rayleigh. And he tells Rayleigh that there's a man out there that has the same dream as Roger. So what does that person do? Okay, I'll wait for him at Sabaody. He meets him, right? He meets him. And then he goes, oh yeah, he does remind me of Roger. He's most likely the chosen one. Then Shanks goes to Scopper Gaban. He goes, yo, there's this dude out here, yo. Yo, when you see him, you're going to trust him. Scopper's like, yo, I don't know. I know the true history, right? But I know what this guy's supposed to look like, but I don't know, yo. It's crazy. So Scopper Gaban probably goes to Crocus during chapter 631 on the cover story. Mm-hmm. And he goes to Crocus and they have like a little drink together. And he's like, yo, you'll never guess what Shanks told me, bro. This is most likely what's happening and going to happen in the future. And then Crocus is like, yo, that's crazy because
I saw that kid.
I saw that kid. And Laboon in the background got his Jolly Roger on his face. He's supposed to come back and help us.
Larry cooking right now, yo.
So then what happens, right? Scopper Gaban finally meets this person that Shanks was talking about. Finally meets this person that Crocus was talking about. And then he goes, let me test him to see if what Shanks has said and what Crocus has said is true. Let me see him go into that white form. He does so. Let me see if he has a good crew. He does. Why do I need to fight anymore? I already know the true history. I already knew that we were too early. Now we not. We're currently living in the times where those Neptunians, before Roger and Oden got down to Fishman Island and was about to disband the Roger Pirates, those Neptunians said, our two sovereigns are supposed to be born soon. Mm-hmm. One is going to come in Shirahoshi, and then one's going to be born out in another sea. Roger states to everybody, even Shanks as a child, that this is not their time. It's going to come. Gaban heard that too. So if Gaban sees this mural, knows what's going to happen, and Roger Pirates all knew what was going to happen, and Shanks knew what was going to happen, and Shanks is bragging about it, Gaban's like, okay, this is the man that we were waiting for, and this is what's going to happen. Now the question is, why would Gaban say if Elbaf is still here? Let's go back to the mural. The mural was being shown to be the mural showed that the Atom Tree was most likely going to be destroyed by something. So I don't technically think that Gaban is saying Loki's going to be the destruction or Luffy's going to be the destruction. I think he knows that something is going to happen to Elbaf. And it's not going to be either of their faults. If what the mural said is true, and this Arc-Baxum ship shooting down lightning on the Atom Tree is supposed to happen, then that just means that, yes, the ancient weapon Euron is going to come through and destroy it all. And Gaban knows that. So if Luffy is going to be able to basically say, no, I'm not going to let this happen, and then he teams up with Loki and says, no, this is not going to happen, that's when these two meet again, and then they talk. But that's a big if, right? Mm-hmm. So my mind went to just that.
I love the Crocus went to talk. I mean, Gaban went to talk to Loki. Wow, Gaban went to talk to Crocus about Luffy, and they had this conversation. Like, and then shows the Laboon. Like, I love that element of it. The mural part, I'd have to go back and reread or relook at some things, but I kind of like it. But I really like the Crocus one. Like, I really do like that.
Yeah.
So, I have my own little mini theory about it, and I think it's been out there for a while, but I was just thinking about it, like, if Shanks was trying to give the Devil Fruit and the Straw Hat to, like, Ace, like, maybe Roger told him to put the hat on the people so that whoever you believe, like, if you find my son and give him the Straw Hat so that the rest of my crew can identify him easily, right, at whatever points they are. Like, again, I'm not a big fan of the Roger Pirates are in these duty-bound situations, but if they are, this is an easy way to identify who is supposed to be the chosen one that Shanks is gifted. My son, whatever. So the Straw Hat could be signified in that light. Like the signal for, okay, this is the person you're supposed to help do this. I don't personally like it, but I can see it. It is an easy way to identify somebody. How many people wear straw hats in the series? Almost nobody. And then, to me, I kind of like your version better, though.
You know what makes it interesting, too? It's because, like you said, Roger did say, yo, since we're too early, my son is going to be this person. Shanks was probably told he wasn't that person. So he's like, yo, since Shanks is not it, because he's of Celestial Dragon status, that means somebody like myself is going to be it. So Shanks already knew he was done for. So Shanks, in his mind, was like, I'm going to step up for whoever is next. But remember, we always said that devil fruits, they travel through their own will to a person that matches their personality or matches what they are overall, that matches the dream of the fruit, right? So if the Gomu Gomu goes to Luffy, mistakenly, gets eaten, Shanks is already like, yo, that was meant to happen because the fruit would have never put itself in the position to be eaten by anybody else. So it has to be this person.
That's Shanks convincing himself he ain't mess up.
But so we learn through his determination to lose his arm that saving Luffy was of that importance, right? If you notice, after Shanks had his devil fruit eaten by Luffy, that's when he decided to give Luffy the hat. So he already knew Luffy at that moment was going to be the person to save the world, basically.
Well, he's the person that he bet on
to
do it. Not so much like he don't know. He's assuming. Because ultimately, Luffy could die and the devil fruit could spawn and go to somebody. You know what I mean?
For
like,
sure.
He's betting now. That's why I always like that terminology better. Shanks is putting his bets on Luffy while other people like Whitebeard put their bet on Ace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, that's just how I like to look at it. I don't like the predestined Luffy is the one. This is the person Shanks bet on. But
we got a lot of Miro, bro. Like a lot of Miro, bro. It's a little far-fetched to say like this is not somehow destined, especially when there's children drawing this and they do not know the history of the world or the future of the world at all.
So I will say the part that's not necessarily destined, but it was more like the promised person that will come, right? So that was that whoever's gonna come and do whatever Joe Boy or the next Joe Boy or anyway, I guess what Luffy was gonna do, that was going to happen. It was all about who's actually going to do it.
True.
Who's strong enough. So I guess that's what Gold Knight Sebastian. So it's kind of like both, where Shanks is like, nah, the one who's actually going to do it because we know it's going to be done, but who's going to be strong enough? Who's going to achieve this dream? Change it. Some people are betting, no, it's going to be Roger's son Ace. And Shanks is like, no, for what I've seen, I'm placing my bet on this boy because...
Yeah, it's most likely what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I do think that Emu also has that same mindset. Where he was like, yo, there's these 4 people. Shirahoshi, Blackbeard, Vivi, and Luffy.
Any one of them
could be this destined person.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, yo, let's go get Vivi, bro. She might be it.
She the easiest one to get.
Yeah. He's like, yo,
that's the real.
We have to do this.
That's the easiest
Also,
one.
she looked like my old girl. No, stop.
So that was my theory going into it.
No, I like that though.
Yeah, and you guys kind of helped me out a little bit more. But I really didn't like that fight, bro. I will say this.
Somebody in the chat said Larry the type to not like a plot development, but have a fire theory to support it. I don't like that, but it got me cooking.
So I agree with Seb on the building falling into the underworld. All right, so I think that the reason why it fell into the underworld is because Loki's free, and Loki saw that the building crashed, and due to that building having some significance because he didn't murk King Harold, he saw it as somebody's disrespecting his dad's home. So he's going to run up to Ōra's castle now to figure out who did that. And then that's when most likely the key is not going to be needed anymore, and him and Luffy are probably going to scrap or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I do remember that he like dying out here, right?
Man,
He'll be alright.
This is One Piece,
He'll be
bro.
alright.
I didn't say he was going to. He's still got to cover that wound. He's leaking out right now.
But I think that's why it's happened. To let Loki know, yo, somebody's at Ōra's castle right now. And he's going to be like, all right, yo. You're going to run up there and everybody's going to be like, you feel that? And then we're going to get the Loki hype. And it'll be a fight inside of it again. But I wouldn't be surprised if Loki like somehow goes up there and he's so hurt from Cerebrus because of taking the attack that he ends up like passing out due to too much blood loss. And then everybody like sits around him and is just wondering when he's going to wake up. And then Loki probably tells them what really happened.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's about it. All right. Should we do super chats?
I'm trying to reload the screen here. So if anybody has anything else they want to say, please say it right now while we have dead air. Never mind.
Wait, no.
Let's get back to it, y'all. We're going to read some super chats. Sorry for the delay. That was a short but interesting part of the chapter. All right, we got another 5 from Luffy Nick. It says, Ayo Seb, I refined the Garling theory. What can they say now? It fits and puts a great spin on fathers in One Piece. Okay, so I don't believe I talked to you about this yet, Larry, but I did talk to the twins. They still didn't love it. But essentially, Luffy Nick hit me up on Discord and was talking to me about the how Garling could have scarred Shanks. I mean, Whitebeard.
I do not care.
Outside
I don't care.
of God Valley.
I don't care, bro.
Listen, I gotta
I
give.
don't care,
He
bro.
donated money, bro. I gotta speak to
I
this.
also don't care.
Listen,
How much he donated? $2?
$5, bro.
Damn, yo. He
Listen.
gets 5 sentences.
Listen, it's not gonna be long, bro. Basically, the crux of his theory, and I won't go into the whole thing. The crux of his theory is that on God Valley, Shanks is kidnapped in his mind by some pirate. Whitebeard goes the next few years starting to recruit children to his crew. So Garling assumes that it's Whitebeard that took Shanks and then goes and spins the block on Whitebeard to try to get his son back. He goes deeper into why Garling brought Shanks, etc. there, but essentially it opens the avenue for Garling to be motivated to go after Whitebeard after the events of God Valley and after the events of Roger's passing, potentially. So, yeah.
Larry.
Timelines would match up with y'all's the scar wasn't there during this time BS. All right?
No, because I already said why it wouldn't work.
Listen, man. Speak your piece, but we do got to get to the rest of these super chats. So, shout out to Luffy Nick for opening up the avenue for potentially a decent father in One Piece. Anyway, another 10 from Wise Life Jody. It says, what's good, fellas? Hope y'all doing good today with the prayer emoji. Is there anyone else in the verse that could have awakened the Nika fruit? If you could give it to anyone, who would it be? Hashtag Ozempic Seth. Hashtag 50 Shades of Law.
Is it anybody in the universe? In the One Piece universe?
That could have awakened the Nika fruit?
Oh, that's clearly Roger, bro.
Roger, Shanks.
And Garp.
I'm going to say no on Shanks, bro.
I think
Shanks,
Roger.
You crazy.
I'm going to say Rox, Roger, and Garp.
I believe Ace could have did it if he just had more time. Like, just if he lives past 20.
I know I've already said my piece on that why I don't think Luffy's this chosen one, but I'm going to say he the only one, man.
Buggy.
I like the Roger shout. So,
I mean,
Roger and Luffy.
Ace is a good one, but I don't know if his vibe with the fruit is like
Who?
Ace.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if he
see-
vibes with the fruit
Yeah,
like that.
I don't think so either.
I think
Yeah.
it does.
Number 2 from Johnny Blorp. It says, "Here's my DDT matchup idea: Zoe versus Laboon." Hashtag BBC tags. Zoe would body Laboon.
Yeah, he would.
Like low, no diff.
Zunisha?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's no diff.
I'm not trying to eat him.
Another 5 from Super. It says, "Should have known Lionel would be there since he wasn't on the thumbnail." Hashtag much love Lionel. Hashtag Lionel be busted.
I read this.
Another
I
5
wrote this on the
from Michael Franco. It says, "Have y'all seen the panel in chapter 699, page 5, having Emu in Aokiji glasses?" Man, no. I'll try to find it as quick as I can, but it might take me a while, bro. We got another 22 months. Yonko status from Project Iceman. It says 22 months. Let's go. So when Gaban went for that big swing that got Luffy shook, did that give anyone else Garp vibes? Probably gave him PTSD. LOL. Also covering some of my Nakama's Larry tags. And then he proceeded to donate a few, what do you call it? Gifted memberships. So shout out to Iceman. That's
Thank
legendary.
you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I feel like Luffy and Garp got a special bond. I don't know that he was thinking of Garp when he saw that from Gaban. So. I don't know if this is an internet thing or my computer thing, but it keeps happening. It's happening more often than it normally does. So, my bad, y'all. All right. We got another 6 months at Nakama status from Austin Gregg. It says, "Loving for 6 months now. Thank y'all.
Thank
Keep
you.
it for keeping it 100. Thank you."
Thank you, bro.
Thank
you.
Another 5 from Greg. It says, "Do you think the opposite of Del Fruits would be the heavenly vegetable?" Yo, imagine. I wouldn't. That would be such a goofy twist, though. But I could see it, yo.
That's a good one.
Oh, man. Another 5 from Diego FM. It says, "What's up, y'all? I need y'all to settle a debate with me. My friend, Zoro versus Oden. I have Zoro high div. Hashtag Sebitax. Hashtag thickest book club."
Oden.
I still got Oden.
Yeah, that's not Oden.
Go ahead, Seb. Be the contrarian.
Say your ignorance.
I got Oden. Another 5 from Smooth Weeb. It says, "If Luffy tossed the bucket of paint, the one he used in Egghead, at an enemy, would the bucket be able to touch the enemy, or is the bucket imaginary?" I think once Luffy spawns it, it's there.
Yeah.
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 Because he made physical contact with the bat. No.
Yeah.
The bat made physical contact with the hockey balls or whatever that was that the Gorosei shot. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think once it leaves his hand is what he goes. But I think it's still going to be there.
Yeah. Another 10 from Elso TR. It says, "Yeah, it's E Solo from New York. Theory: Emu is the forest god. The forest in Emu's room is Pangea Castle. In Pangea Castle is a giveaway. The forest god imbued powers of the eternal flame in fruits to make Del fruits." It's very possible.
I can see how that would be. I just feel like the second dark figure isn't the same as the third dark figure. Like whatever the second world enemy was, it's not the third's. They clearly look different, even though they have similarities.
So the thing is, because I think the
That,
second.
that would mean that all three of those gods are the same gods. If we assume that that's the earth, forest, and sea god, they're all the same god.
Because I thought because the first one mentioned the earth one, right?
Yeah.
I think the earth one and the forest one are different.
Yeah,
That's what- yeah.
to me they're different. All three of them are different, in my opinion.
I agree. Another 5 from Alan Wells. It says, "Is there enough time in the series left for Oda to flesh Zoro out more? He's the second main character, but Oda has a lot of other characters to explore."
Maybe. Not really.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I don't think it's required, though. Another 5 from Jada Rude. It says, "If Shanks didn't get that much stronger, that sea beast, the goal of all sea kings that took his arm, is the GOAT." Hashtag Larry tags, hashtag topped me. That's a new one. Another 5 from Austin Gregg. "If you switch Enel and Doflamingo's fruits, I think they both would be more powerful. Enel's range with the string fruit would be crazy, and Dofi with his hockey."
No.
I disagree. I think the
I
fruits were
disagree.
perfectly aligned with who they had them, and I feel like Enel was better with the range because of the electricity. In part, like it just played a role.
Yeah.
Let's do one more, and then we'll go back to the chat, and then we'll go back to super chats.
Another 5 from Johnny Blorp. It says, "Also forgot to mention it's my 24th birthday today. This podcast is the best gift I could ask for. Thank you guys. for everything you do. Hashtag Big24. It's your Kobe year, bro.
Yeah, it's
Turn
Kobe
up.
year, man. You gotta make the best of it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because it might be worse after that. No, I'm joking.
Goodness.
But congrats, man. Thank you for spending your birthday with us, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Huh?
All right, guys, we are going to go back to Super Chats, but we want to just work on the chapter. We want to reach fan phone calls. So thank you so much for the Super Chats. To everybody that's in the chat room right now, I think there's almost 700 people. Please, each of you just hit that like button for us right now. It'll do us so much more, okay? Again, we will read your Super Chats. Just give us a second. Remember, there's a lot of them. Also, we need to get through the chapter. So thank you so much. Just thank you, okay? All right. In the next part of the chapter, we return to the Walrus School, where giant children call out to 𝙀𝙀, trying to get her to look up. She can't see anything at first until Gunko and Shamrock land from above. Gunko remarks that even Elbaf has a school where children are served up on a platter. She then extends her hand to make a call, and Shamrock encourages her. The magic circle they arrived with suddenly unleashes black lightning, revealing two dark figures coming out of it. One is eager to go, but asks for a few minutes, while the other wonders about their destination and the abyss. We meet St. Somers, a holy knight from the shepherd family, who asked if he can change before being summoned. He complains about the dire food situation at 𝙃𝙧𝙀 before noticing Gunko's disapproval. He questions why Gunko and Shamrock are in his space. The second figure, St. Killingham, is also a holy knight from the Rimo Shifu family, holding a trident. He's late and unsure where he's supposed to go. Upon realizing they are in Elbaf, he and St. Somers discuss the situation. St. Somers wants to know the mission, suspecting they might be visiting King Harold's grave. When he deduces they plan to kidnap children and return them to the Holy Land, he realizes it's challenging because the kids are too big to fit into anything. St. Killingham finds the plan boring, but Shamrock suggests they can make it a game with his powers. So, Lionel, what did you think about the final part of the chapter?
Honestly, I thought it was hilarious because the whole time I thought he was talking to them. I thought he was talking to Shamrock and Gunko.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized, because the other translations, really he was talking. Because he's going to get shipped out somewhere. So I thought they're talking, that they just did it. And the fact he's in his, underwear and tank top, just chilling, whatever. Then I realized Gunko's face got, blushed, embarrassed for him because he's pretty much half naked. Then I realized their reaction, oh, snap, we're in Elbaf. They didn't know, what was going on. Because he still saw he was in his house. I thought, honestly, that was hilarious. And I found out that what he was talking on the phone with has nothing to do with Shamrock's situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I thought was just funny. He was, talking about the starving in their homeland and pretty much him about to go somewhere. So I wonder where he's going to go. Because now he's here. And then it looks like Shamrock is not going to stay here. He's going to go back to the Holy Land.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be them three, Gunko and Shepherd.
St. Somers and St. Killingham.
Yeah, Killingham going to stay. So I guess Luffy's not going to say, which I'm kind of glad, though. Luffy's not going to, hopefully, we still don't know, not going to see Shanks' brother. I didn't really like that either. So now it seems like he has a reason to leave. Seisham looks he looks familiar. How he looks reminds me of something, but I don't know.
He looks like that one Vice Admiral.
Who?
It's one of the dog ones.
Which one are you talking about? Killingham or the other one?
Somers,
yeah.
You know what Vice Admiral I'm talking about? I gotta go back to
Is it in the newest chapters or the old main forward war type of stuff?
the one that was on the Egghead.
I think I know.
I don't think it's the Hound. I think it's somebody else.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he looks like him a little bit. But anyway, keep going.
He looked kind of dope though. I'm not gonna lie. I liked his sword kind of, how his sword kind of looked. I'm trying to figure out if Killingham, is he a new species or something? Because people are looking to him being a fruit, but I think that's because he looks like he might be from, which is also interesting, the long neck tribe. I thought of that as well, but I don't know if his face or he's an animal. I'm pretty sure he is though. But I
He's
can't,
definitely an animal.
right?
Lionel. He has a scarf. He's a Zoan.
Huh?
He's a Zoan.
You think like he's an animal who ate a Zoan form, or he's in a Zoan form?
He's in his own form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you're saying he's an awakened. Because that
He
looks
might
like,
be.
I don't know what that is, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't tell what it is because all of that looks like the same cloak that Luffy has around him. So right now he's just chilling in his awakening, or I don't know. Like I couldn't tell.
I mean, when you have the scarf, you're not always awakened. Yamato.
that's true.
Caesar even had a scarf.
But I mean, I think that was there because his gas. He always had it on.
Nell had a scarf.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, when he's in that full-on lightning form. When
Yeah.
Then I don't know. I thought he was a new species. This killer thing. That's what I thought. I think he's a new species. That's why.
No, bro. He's a Zoan. He looks like a Zoan. He has the traits of it.
But I don't have much here. I just found like the game remind me of the God Valley, but it's obviously gonna be a different game because they're talking about like not taking people out. They're talking about capturing and kidnapping. Well,
Yeah.
the game specifically in God Valley was taking people out and making a tournament. But it could be the same concept. How many kids you could capture? It just seems like they're sick, honestly. The Gorosei people. But I don't really have here because I don't know that much about the Black Abyss. I can't really say much about it. Or like gift out the mark on it. And I'm trying to think, is it the mark of the Holy Knights or something else? Because the Holy Knights crashes on 𝑘𝐻's arm, but I don't know what mark they're referring to.
I have a little theory on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, then
It was a previous theory. I think you were in on episode 4. I remember I was telling the guys about it. But instead of Elbaf having it, it might be Emu.
Emo having the... Oh.
I feel like I shouldn't say it right now because it's not my turn, but I'll say it later.
Okay. Because I also see Summer's tattoo or mark is on his arm, on his left arm, and he has like a weird circle star on it on his elbow.
Yeah.
So I don't like since he's the only one I see all with a mark on his body. I don't know if everybody else has that. I don't know if Shamrock has something similar or Gunko. I don't know. Like
Gunko has it like on her lower back.
Come on,
Okay.
man.
I thought you were saying something serious for a second. Then you said lower back. I'm like, oh.
I mean, it's a quality place to hide a teleportation circle.
Facts.
Okay. I'm gonna stop here for now.
You just gotta be strategic about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like when they're like, yo, don't leave a hickey on my neck, leave it on my collarbone or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to hide.
I'm done. Yeah, I can go.
All right. Law?
Okay. So going back into what Lana was saying before, right? I thought it was hilarious when they just popped up like that and he's in his drawers like that and it's like, yo, all right, fine, just give me a couple of minutes because I'm not dressed, Can you at least give me that? Like, can you give me some time to get dressed and everything? And he's already here, right? But through this conversation, we learned a few things. There's actually a lot here that I noticed, right? One, I believe, Lionel, that he was supposed to actually come here, right? It was like, because they called beforehand and I guess so what I'm learning is that the teleportation thing, in a way, is like a portal that they all use. So I was wrong about saying it was only access to them. It's something that they all use, and I guess you got to give notice because if you check what Killingham was saying, he's looking for the location to be teleported.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, where's the abyss? We're gonna use the abyss, right? Where's the location? I'm late, so he's thinking I got to get to a certain place because we're going. I guess this is his first time going through this. It's like, all right, I got to meet them, right? Well, the other one's like, yo, just give me time, man. I'm out here just chilling, relaxing, whatever, like,
He was playing Fortnite.
He's paying for it.
Look at his
He got his
drawers.
snacks and everything.
He had like double stuffed Oreos on his side.
He might have Garp doing this.
Yeah,
like,
he's
Garp just be chilling,
Garp.
just like not
And
caring.
then that whole thing's like,
He had Uber's Eats because like there's no food on Manny Joe right now.
And I had to order in, bro. Know how long it took to get here? At the time, 10,000 meters, bro. Right?
And they're late.
No tip.
And then also too is like, and how angry he got. Yeah, I took my couch too, man. Like, I took everything. My sofa.
I got stains on his couch.
Wow, bro. I can't.
What's wrong with you?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You need help. You know this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's him.
But yeah. And does he got a treasure chest? Anyway, yeah. So what I believe is like, what they were here is they were like you mentioned. That is true. They were sent here in a way to get Shamrock to go back. So I guess they're going to be replacing Shamrock, or they're all like ending the mission. We're going to go. So I was trying to figure it out, but it's a good note. Like, no, Shamrock, you're needed here, and they said too because we're going to replace you while you're needed back home. Your presence is needed, right? And so yeah, so what? So then now the mark thing too. I thought it was very interesting that you need a mark to travel through it, right? So I was trying to looking for it. It could be these tattoos. Mm-hmm. I also thought it was that if you look at each one when they're wearing their full knightly garments, right? They all have a band on their right.
It's the Holy Knight
left
symbol.
arm, yeah. So I don't know if it's that or it's a tattoo, you know? Like, but either way, to go by mark, it makes more sense that it would be a tattoo because if you have these bands, they should be able to put them on them.
They should be able to make her dance.
They're kids, man.
Bands to make them dance.
Anyway, yeah. So like that broke up things where that was interesting. Now that what they're using now, and I'm just curious, like, all right, how did you have access to this? Is it someone's ability or is it something else? Because we already know the world government alone, the Garcia, they have so many secrets. Like we go back to like 𝙁when he's talking about certain secrets that are hidden in their certain rooms. Right? I doubt that's the only thing that they have hidden, right? 𝙁talk about if he had the knowledge of that or access of that, he would have taken the king's seat, right? And how there's certain guards that are not allowed certain locations within that castle, right? So to me, it's like, I doubt it's only one. They probably have a bunch of things that they're able to utilize amongst the higher-ups that no one else knows about the use of their power of how they move the way they do, right? Just to me, that doesn't make sense. They have a number of things in their arsenal, which we're seeing more now. They even have access to the Mother Flame, which they're getting into. So obviously they're going to keep the power for themselves and use it to the higher-ups be able to use that. So now this portal thing opens up what they could do, right? And I don't know what Shamrock's going to do back home with the food shortages. Like I understand you're a leader of the Holy Knights and you're policing the Celestial Dragons, but what is your presence going to change there?
He gonna have everybody thirsting over him.
Distract them from their hunger.
Damn you, fine. He like the Duke Dennis of the Celestial Dragons.
You seen the? Never mind. I'll say it later.
Oh.
Yeah, right. And also too, like the dialogue between them two is like, is we come to bring you back home, like make you. And he's like, make me, like you know, like question mark, like what, like am I like I'm going back, right? But then also too later on when they realize, all right, this is the objective. True, I thought it was interesting, like because he says you can make it a game, right? Kind of seemed like, I guess, with his ability-wise, with your powers, you can make it into a game. So, I don't know if this is what this person normally looks like, right? And also, which one is he talking to? Because the way he said it, you can make it, seems like he's talking to Kilogram, right? So, with this dragon form, or that's what you normally look like, right? Because it is 20 kingdoms. There's no said that like each 20 kingdom, they all just look like, you know, humans. You know why he looks like that? I don't know. It could be an ability, whatever, right? But either way, he has a special ability where he can make this into a game. Which nabbing up kids.
Want to play a game?
Nigga, I thought I got some candy. Some little kids. Like, I got some. Anyway.
Imagine he pulls up in a white van.
That's wild.
He pulls up looking like Drake. No, that was too far. That was too far. That was too far. A minor.
Yeah, bro. Anyway. Right, but I thought it was very interesting how I guess because he's not prepared, but like he's prepared, but he has the bubble around his head.
He does,
and they're all Celestial Dragons, but he's the only one wearing it. Shamrock, Gunko, and like I forgot about it until he showed up with it. You know, but they're on. You know, they don't want to breathe the Earth's air, but like do the Holy Knight, and also too, you think about back on God Valley, the Holy Knights weren't wearing that either. You know, it's just the. I can't say privileged because it's more like the civilian versions of the CDs that probably wear it. Because the Garcia don't wear it either. You know? I guess the higher ups know what's up. Like, you guys are stupid. Like, you know, like, it's only the CDs that are.
Inbreeding.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I really have.
Y'all inappropriate. Why y'all being so worldly today?
Anyway, that's all I have for now.
All right. Who going next? Who next? Lawrence was the first one?
No, Lotto went. And then
You went, Lionel?
It's on me,
Yeah.
dog.
I ask one question though. Do y'all think 𝙁would have joined the Jordan Knights and got along with Shamrock if he didn't leave?
He'd have the same relationship he got with Mihawk, where he'd be trolling, but he's interested in his power or whatever.
He was like, yo, hide that seat, bro. That's mad responsibility. I'm not trying to hide out. Sebastian.
I have a couple things to bring out.
Tell
Actually.
me, bro. I'm trying to hear it.
I'm surprised y'all ain't say it, but I'll get to that later. To me, it's wild that Gunko can summon other Holy Knights like this. It's kind of crazy that she can do that. Cause like, especially in the way that she did it. Like this dude was just chilling in his house, like sitting down in his drawers. What if he was smashing? What if he was pooping? What if he was doing literally anything? And she just like summoned.
They called beforehand.
Nah, bro. But she still did it. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? She still did it. It's crazy. It's a crazy
Like,
power.
like that was his workout day. But like,
You know what I'm saying?
he works out butt naked.
I'm
I
saying.
was waiting for you to say.
I'm saying, bro.
Like,
She's
he just-
wildin'.
He just ass out doing pull-ups.
It's wild, bro.
Why?
It's cool to see more Holy Knights. I'm really interested in these newcomers here. Gunko's in Paris face was mad cute. It just was to me. I thought it was really cool. I'm already a fan of Saint Somers. I think he's dope. And low-key, I can't believe that y'all didn't point this out when you brought up that he reminded you of somebody. Dude, you not see his name? He's from the Shepherd family. He's probably Saint Jupiter's relative.
Yup.
Like,
I was gonna mention that.
oh, okay, I
Hey,
was
that's
like,
Dylan Marchand.
yeah, I
I'm
was
joking.
here like,
I'm
there's
glad you
no
caught
way
it.
y'all didn't beat that. Yeah, bro.
yeah.
He has the same,
They kind of look alike too. That's his pattern.
the
man.
Gorosei member,
That might be.
Yeah.
His pattern.
Oh shoot! I didn't even pay attention.
which
to
is
that.
Well, I'm
interesting.
not a real fan no more, bro.
Lawrence ain't called out either.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The chorus ain't don't mean
it's
nothing.
interesting though because that tells you that when we first saw Garling get promoted, we were like, oh, okay, Garling and Shanks and Shamrock, like this is like a streamlined family potentially for the Gorosei or whatever. How many of these dudes also have offspring that could either be Holy Knights or whatever?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that reminded me of Saturn because he dead. So like, is there some other Saint J Garcia people that are just like, dang, yo, our uncle dead now? Our connect.
You think he'll spin the block? You kill my father.
Who knows?
No, wait. To me, that should have raised so many questions because the regular CDs they can't know about Emu. They don't.
So it's like, yo, what happened? What?
He
Luffy
What
took him out.
happened? You know what
You
I'm
don't think
saying?
Luffy took him out?
Probably.
Whatever that story they tell, the D got him.
The DA. Hey, man. Oh, man. But that had me really interested.
I wasn't even trying to be crazy.
Garlic, Shamrock getting called back is interesting too, but to me, I think he's just getting promoted to what Garling was before he got promoted to Gorosei. Like that's the reason why he's getting called back. It's like, yeah, we got an opening, and he officially about to be a nepo baby, bro. Nepotism is the strongest tism.
Wait. You think he's promoted to Supreme?
Yeah,
To Supreme?
they got a gap. They have an opening. They just promoted the last guy who was in that role. Garling tapped his
Garland's
son.
like, no, I will request my son.
Yeah.
To be to
100%.
take my place.
100%. Again, nepotism's the strongest tism, bro. I'm surprised. Also, y'all didn't bring up them visiting Harold's grave.
What they gonna
Which-
do there, man?
I thought he should have casually. I didn't think anything.
He
of it.
did say it casually, and that tells me that there's some connection with them and Harold. Like he was probably a friend of theirs in some way. Listen, Lawrence,
Yeah.
we already had. Listen, we've already had the conversation.
Bad theory.
Hold
Yeah.
on. We've already had the conversation about Elbaf being infiltrated from the Holy Knights and the CP people in general with Mother Caramel. And that Harold's actions and policies have weakened Elbaf over time. Who gains from that? The Holy Knights do. If Harold has these policies and things in place because he has a deal, a back-end deal with the Gorosei, with the Holy Knights or whatever, to weaken Elbaf over time and eventually farm them over, that could be why there's a connection there. Like we talked about. Why are they able to summon this abyss pentagram in Aris Castle where Harold used to live? Why is Loki blamed for the death of this person, his father? Is it all just a setup, bro? Like Larry brought up his thought process of Loki spinning the block because they're disrespecting his father. What if Loki actually killed his dad because his dad was on some shady stuff and has not told them the truth yet? Has not told the world that yet.
Nah.
It's possible, bro.
It's possible, but I just don't see it happening because
why
to
are you
me,
visiting his grave?
Men don't change unless a woman is involved. And I feel like unless that woman was planted from the celestial dragon,
that's also possible.
Then that could be possible.
That's also possible.
But I don't think so.
Bro, we already got he had multiple wives, one of which was the original giant race. And the other one is this other giant race that is not allowed or can't be the descendant. Like the descendant, the new person, ʍ𝙗𝙪 can't become king because of his mother. Like we've already got what you're saying. We already potentially have that with the woman of Loki's mom. So
also Mother Caramel. In a way, she has some type of influence.
Listen, bro. There's a lot of suspect stuff going on with Harold. That pentagram showing up in the castle. Them talking about visiting his grave.
I don't think he would purposely sabotage the safety of his country. I think his ultimate goal was to become less barbaric and to trade.
That's what
to
they
let
want you to
other
think.
nations do that. But listen, you can plant the idea into his head, but I don't think necessarily it would come from the worst people in the world to tell him that, unless they somehow tricked him. So even then, your assumption is King Harold had some awareness that this was happening, therefore contrived, and then reluctantly put Elbaf into jeopardy. I don't think that. If he did put them into jeopardy, it was by mistake, unknowingly. I refuse to think that this man who ripped horns out of his own head in order to prove to his race that they deserved a better way of life than their culture has always expressed, that would be strength. He's a strength-oriented person. He just chose a life of comfort or a harder life for the benefit of the world.
That's very possible. What I'm saying is, I don't know enough about that guy to have any strong feeling either way. You get what I'm saying? What we heard about him is what we heard about him. I ain't seen him do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see him rip them horns out before I'm like, yo, he did this for this reason. We heard he ripped the horns out. He got the horns removed. We don't know nothing. We ain't see it.
So then you think that he was just brainwashed to think that he was like, yo, all giants are bad. You know, he's like, you know what, man?
Who knows?
You out here getting slaves. You out here selling.
knows?
You out here selling my people. You out here selling mermaids. You out here kidnapping children. You out here having groups of really, really intimate sexual relations with women by the masses. But you know what? You kind of right. Maybe I should become weaker. Therefore, I'm going to rip my horns out to prove why I'm for being a celestial dragon.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
So you saying that King Harold wanted to become a celestial dragon at this point?
Sure. I'm saying anything is on the table. Anything is on the table.
We don't know anything.
That's what I'm saying. No,
yo, we don't know nothing about this man other than what we heard. Third party from Roto. Like, you get what I'm saying?
So you're saying that he aligned himself with the world government so his country could be at peace, so he could stop fighting in the war.
So they could trade, and they could become celestial dragons, and then he'll like somehow, you know what I'm saying?
Something in the sauce is suspect. That's what I'm saying with Harold.
It is? No, it's not suspect. No, it's not suspect.
Okay, listen.
I'm telling you, bro.
Y'all be wholeheartedly accepting people for the things you heard about them one time. I need more, bro. I need more from Harold because it's suspect right now. My Among Us flag is flaring for King Harold right now.
I don't know what that means.
He's suspect, bro.
I feel like you always on the wrong side of history.
Listen, he's suspect, bro.
Always, bro.
He's suspect to me.
I'm not saying Sebastian's fully tripping.
I'm not saying that it's not a possibility. I'm just saying it's not good writing.
Well, hold on.
From what we've seen so far, the evidence doesn't prove that that's what it is.
So
just because he's saying that's all right. Put it this way, right? They might have respected King Harold, right? They might have respected him. Yo, this is one of the most violent nations of all time.
Holy Knights.
We need to be able to like at least. But it also could have been like, yo, we want to turn this country inside out. Let's create like a tragedy. Like let me link up and try to steal this devil fruit or something like that. Who knows, bro? Right?
Yo,
they end up murking him. And then they're like, yo, I thought you just wanted to go visit his grave because we murked him.
Maybe.
I also
I'm not discounting that as a possibility.
I also thought they wanted the fruit. They tried to go to this grave to get the fruit.
I'm not discounting any of that. I'm saying there is an avenue for King Harold to be not so great a person. If we want Loki to be looked at as a not father murderer, patricide, I think it's called.
So you saying that Jarul's also in on this?
Potentially. Or
Come on.
he got something going on. He got a blade permanently through his skull right now.
Come on, bro.
Listen, man.
Jarul all of a sudden is like, yo, man.
It's a lot.
Celestial Dragons.
It's a lot, bro.
Those are our boys, yo.
It's a lot going on.
He was there, but all of a sudden, yo.
So I want to add, though, right? But remember, in a way, I'm not gonna say where it started, but you can kind of think where this possibly started, right? When you guys think of Mother Caramel, what version do you remember?
The old one. But she been there for years.
No, that's what I'm going with, right? Remember what she did to infiltrate Elbaf, right? She saved a few giants from being executed. The Marines or world government were going to take them out, execute them, right? And then she comes out of nowhere, pleads for them, and saying how we could build a relationship, a bridge between Elbaf and the world government, seeking peace, stuff like that, whatever. They listen to her, right? And then ever since then, she guides them back to Elbaf, and since that moment, and this is young Mother Caramel, right? In her youth, she does this, and then ever since then, she's been on Elbaf, right? And then later on, we hear them say, the same thing that Harold, that we hear that always now, in Elbaf now, what King Harold was, what he wanted, the trading and stuff like that, right? But back then, in Big Mom's flashback, we hear that idea was Mother Caramel's, right? So now we're seeing that whatever Mother Caramel was teaching or spinning out between the good relationships, right, is what King Harold adopted. And the main thing we could focus on is that she could have influenced her, saying, look what was going to happen to your fellow giants. You're the king, but this is the state of all the giants who war with the world government, is execution, right? There was no hope for them. They were all going to pass. Whatever, I think it was like at least 2 that she saved, maybe 2 or more, right? So from then on, she's been on there for like more than 20 years or so, right? So this whole time, at that time, young Mother Caramel, I'm not saying that King Harold found her attractive, but either way, it was appealing to him because he started adopting these ideas. Where Mother Caramel and King Harold's relationship on, we don't know what type of relationship they had, but we just know it was a young Mother Caramel when she first met King Harold, saving his other giant crews, could have influenced him over the years of what changed other, because literally the same words that she was saying, everyone knows in Elbaf that these are King Harold's words, but we know where they first came from, right? The old giant, right? So what I'm going here too, now going back to Sebastian saying, if they offered this title of being a seedy and a holy knight to Loki, why wouldn't they not? Why would they order that to the king first? You know, that's the future king prince. It could have been offered to King Harold first, and then things didn't work out for whatever reasons. Not saying this is to happen, but I'm just going by what is going to. Because also too, the reason why I say this too, because later on we hear that Mother Caramel, that whole her saving the giants, was staged.
Yeah.
All of it staged.
It's all fake.
That's all built into for the truth rate. So her showing up to save the giants, yes, they're going to be really executed. That was real. But the fact that, let's try to infiltrate Elbaf by staging her here so you work inside to weaken them, that was her goal. That was her mission. And she successfully did it by influencing Harold.
And potentially wooing him. Who knows?
Yeah.
But this is why Lawrence decided to match with me today. And that's a factual statement.
I said this already.
Listen.
This is news. This is old news for me. I said this already.
But we like this, bro. We locked in. We see it. We see it the same.
Oh, you said matching for clothes-wise.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
I got you.
We see it. Them over there, I don't know what they on, but we see it over here. Listen, all I'm saying is, stuff ain't lining up with Harold right now for me. It ain't. And maybe I'm tripping, but with how Elbaf been moving, he probably on the shadier side. I'm just saying that. Maybe he got tricked.
Yeah,
maybe he got finessed.
I think he got
maybe
finessed.
he was really with them folks, but seemingly,
him ripping those, to me, well, Larry's point, him ripping off those horns shows conviction. Like even one translation that Joel said. So I believed he truly believe, not knowing the motives behind Mother Caramel's and the government's plot in this. So I believe no, this is better for Elbaf. So I believe he had good intentions and that strong conviction to prove it. No, we need to advance. Like even going back to Shandorians, where Nolan kept yelling at the Shandorians, why do you guys fight progress? Harold could have looked at this and no, let's not fight progress because what do we gain from just continuing doing the way we are? We need to grow as a country this way. But not knowing that, to me, King had the right idea, but he was being manipulated by the plot of the world government. So that conviction, to me, I don't think Harold was plotting with them, but I don't think he knew what was really behind it in their schemes. So I believe, in a way, he was right in that aspect.
I'm not going to go as far as to say the ripping the horns out was performative, but
Nah.
that's too far, but I'm going to put it out there anyway.
Mother Caramel was on the outskirts of Elbaf, knowing that the highest hierarchy that she was going to see was Ja Rule and Joru. All right? Don't even talk like she was out here really implementing some type of idea into the culture of Elbaf when she couldn't even get to the Sun Village itself, man.
You gotta grind.
Don't even talk like
You gotta
that.
grind,
Like,
though.
Talking about like,
Did she not?
like she had that much influence on Elbaf. No, she did
Is
not.
the influence not still apparent?
No.
What?
No, bro.
Is it not
No,
still
bro.
apparent?
No, bro.
You're forgetting the
bro.
kids. The reason why she stayed in the outskirts is for the kids.
Yeah.
The kids can't be in Elbaf.
And you know what's crazy? It wasn't just giant kids.
Oh,
It was
man.
other kids as well that got dropped
and
off.
that's why they would be in the
Alright?
outskirts, not
It
in
was
the
on
main
the
thing.
outskirts, man.
Because of the kids.
Nowhere near Oris
So
Castle,
you're gonna
man.
try to tell me
Alright?
Mother Caramel's
Nowhere near
teachings
Oris Castle.
have not influenced
You know who they influenced? The kids that went to the Marines.
Oh, man.
That's who they
And
influenced.
also,
wrong.
They
He's
influenced
wrong.
nobody else.
He just wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just wrong.
Apparently on the island for 30 years.
Very true.
Nowhere near. She didn't even get past the underworld mountains.
Because we also, if you
How
look at,
big is Elbaf?
when we first get introduced to Elbaf, we see the whole village. We actually see where Big Mom raided. So where Mother Caramel had the kids, we see it. They're actually inside that mini village. I'll show you guys after because I don't know.
They're in a mini village on the beach of Elbaf.
Not
alright?
actually in the center.
The
of it, though.
outskirts of Elbaf. How big you think Elbaf is?
Let me finish.
Huh?
Let me finish
Nah,
my.
man.
Let me finish my joy
How
here.
big you think it is?
It's large,
It's very large.
and apparently one small seed, one little small inception seed, was able to infiltrate and change the world,
Or
the culture.
a man just wanted a better life.
Maybe,
Like, I'm tired of fighting.
maybe. But anyway,
I got kids.
I was gonna bring out another point, but I'll save that for Lawrence Sloan specifically because nobody else gonna get it. Them targeting kids is smart, in my opinion, but it could be a bad week because we talked about last week. If you get Colin involved, you get Gaban involved, and as cool as these holy mites might be, I don't think any of them is beating Gaban personally, just based off of my own expectations of Gaban. Shamrock, sure. These other two dudes, I don't know about all that. Fast travel officially became mainstream in One Piece, and I don't know how to feel about that. A lot of the journey, a lot of the show is them needing to do a specific thing to get to a place. If we could just fast travel, like I've complained about it a little bit before, but like I just really hope the good guys don't get a hold of that ability, and I feel like they will.
So you're thinking of Game of Thrones?
It'd be worse than that, honestly, because that was inconsistency as far as what stuff it normally has taken over the course of time. This would be them actually having a magic or whatever. Oh man, we could just teleport now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, open the pentagram and let's jump in it. So I did like that there was at least some level of like restraint or restriction there where it says people who are marked have to use it. So you can't, like, they can't just teleport all the kids and whatever. Like, there's some restraints, there's some restrictions here. But in general, I don't know that I like fast travel as a plot development. And I know it's been here for a little bit now because of these things, but like, I just don't want the Straw Hats and the good guys getting it. Maybe using it once, I would actually prefer, and this is theory I saw online, that this is how. So I brought up Saint Saturn earlier and whether or not he had offspring or whatever. But we've talked about what Katarina Devon touching him gained them. And I think this is what it is. Because now, if these marks are tattoos that they have and she could take his form or figure or whatever, would she have this abyss tattoo that would allow the Blackbeard pirates to summon, like, you know what I'm saying? Would she be able to summon people or use this pentagram herself? I don't know how she would know about it. I don't know any of that. But Blackbeard be all knowledgeable. So I think that is probably how Saturn, that moment becomes relevant again. I was also just wondering whose power that Shamrock was referring to, like Lawrence said earlier. So, but that's it. That's it for me.
Yeah. What's my thoughts? I ain't read any notes, so I'm off the top of the dome.
Okay.
All right, so my thought process on this Abyss pentagram is that it is fully Imu's power. I brought up a theory a while back about writings, that you would be able to write on something and then you could process Haki through it. And then you'd be able to use it for different circumstances, right? So let's say like Imu has already been shown to hand out powers to the Gorosei. Why not be able to hand out smaller versions of those powers to the Holy Knights? So maybe a certain individual out of the group that they're in is allowed this power itself, right? Saturn had to tell the Gorosei had to tell Saturn to summon them to Egghead. Gunko might be a part of the Holy Knights for sure, right? But she's probably the only one that can summon everybody else because Imu only allows a specific person to carry this specific power. And the Gorosei, whoever's in control of the Abyss pentagrams, allows which Holy Knight to have access to it. So since Garling is the Supreme Commander, or has now been promoted to the Gorosei, he knows the Holy Knights. They're under his belt, as always. Even as a Gorosei member, they're still under his belt. But he's probably given her the power, because he has the power from Imu, to say, hey, this is what you're allowed to do with this power now. So she probably received this as a power-up. So I don't think anybody could just do this.
Okay.
I think ultimately it's a transfer of Haki through one person to another person to another person. And if Imu can already do this with the Gorosei, why can't this be done to other people outside of the Gorosei? That's my thought process on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring up an excellent question. Can Katarina Devon do it, right? Unfortunately, the Haki variant for me allows her not to. She could copy who Saturn is, but she probably can't copy Imu's ability overall because Imu has not allowed her to have access to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Haki is. Unless Haki is stored into something, and then you can use it over time, like the Joy Boy Haki Knot, right? Because the Haki Knot could have just, anybody could have pulled it, and then it would have just did what it did, right? But we've seen that Imu has given these powers to people and can also take it away. So it's access at this point. It's like having a Dropbox. You're allowed to access the
Yo,
folder.
you gotta give me access again.
Yeah, I do. What makes this so funny is like, okay, so I saw this theory online. It was so funny. And I was like, I hate people. I don't hate people. But it was just funny.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes. They said, what if Shanks went back to Marijoa? Marijoa. For those that think I'm not saying Marijoa correctly, by the way, go look it up. The pronunciation in Japanese is Marijoa, okay? So eat one. So they're saying when Shanks and Buggy had that argument, before the argument, he might have gone to Marijoa. After the argument, he might have gone to Marijoa. Either of the two, right? Whichever one you think fits best.
That's how time works.
Yeah. So it's like when he went there, the Forgarlands probably tattooed this on his left arm. So when he went to Fuchsia Village,
Oh my god, bro.
and he fed Luffy when Luffy ate the devil fruit, and he found Luffy in the ocean, he probably saw an excellent way, because now he knew Luffy was the chosen one to get his arm taken. And that's why he lost his arm, so he could never be summoned at any point for being a celestial dragon. So he might have ended the contract that he had with the Forgarland family officially because of that. And that's why he lost his arm. So everybody's like, yo, I don't get it. He was so strong, yo. He had Kangaroo-Zaki, had this, and that, yo. He bet his left arm on the, Luffy. No. What if it was like, yo, I bet my left arm on Luffy and I wanted my arm to get taken off?
Yeah.
So
It's like I bet it on.
If you talking that King Harold mess, you better believe this.
So while I don't love it, I can't say it's dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I just can't. It's just so goofy to me. But,
It actually makes sense.
I'm if it's a 1% chance guy, that's more than 1%.
So it's like
That's more than one.
it's like killing two birds with one stone. I'm officially cutting my ties off and betting it on.
Because one, it works narratively for Shanks and his commitments to what he told Roger, what Roger tasked of him, or whatever potentially, or how he believed Luffy, etc. What he knows of the history. In general, though, I would feel like it's Oda retconning because so many people have complained about Shanks being too strong and should not have lost his arm. That's just where my skeptical mind would go there. But hey, man.
But also, Shanks, he let it happen though, because he could have did something. Because he didn't even attack the Sea King afterwards. You know, he kind of just let the Sea King rock.
That is funny.
And
Lord of the Coast, man.
because of how bad it was also proof that Shanks just let it happen. Because we see later Luffy like one-shots that Sea King, and I think eats it.
Yeah.
So it shows that like I don't know. Does he eat it? Either way, he just knocked it out. So it shows that like Shanks kind of just let it happen for reasons that Oda has
so
not.
funny.
And it could be that reason. He's like, you know what? I'm out. You know, I'm like, I'm no longer.
Because this makes sense that Shanks literally just appeared though. Like it kind of, I mean, they didn't elaborate on the time span, but like they're in the middle of the ocean. Shanks is on shore. They didn't know where they went.
Nah, he didn't summon himself there. I don't think he has that ability.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think any of them could really just summon themselves. I think it's just one person has the designated ability. The same way the Gorosei had to rely on Saturn.
Hey, man.
So,
That's such a funny theory, bro.
It's a funny theory. So, I think we are seeing from St. Killingham another dragon ability. Didn't think we would see that. Didn't really think so. I think he's one of the weird ones that does wear the Celestial Dragon helmet. To see him in this mode, it looks like he loves being in this mode too, because it's kind of like his bubble is customized to fit his Zoan ability. And he has to be a mythical Zoan for sure. I don't know what dragon this could be, but it looks very, very interesting. It even has the dragon like tails from the whiskers from its face. So it's good to know that Kaido wasn't the only one, or Momonosuke isn't the only dragon so far. I can't wait to see what their abilities are.
What's also weird is that it's white and not black like Lucci's and Kaku's. But it's white like Luffy's.
I had one more theory before you guys started talking about the Mother Caramel stuff, which was absolutely nuts. So when we were looking at God Valley, there was a family name that one of the people were named. They were like the Maynards, I think.
Man Mayor.
Man Mayor. Okay, so you remember that shepherd, Jupiter, was... We thought he might have been just like a new Gorosei member because of how young he was in comparison to all the other Gorosei members, because they're super old, like our Senate in the U.S. So it's like... Maybe before he got promoted, there was a person by the name of Maynard, Saint Maynard or whatever, that was the current Gorosei member, but he probably got taken out during God Valley. And then who replaced him was Jupiter. And then his family, the shepherds, rose to that succession. So this is what I'll say too. I think that once you are relinquished of your title and become a Gorosei member, the rest of your family probably thinks you've passed away, probably. No, that's not true, because Saint Saturn was on God Valley, and I'm pretty sure. But did anyone see him?
To our knowledge, no.
No,
it was mostly
right?
Just
Kuma.
It was just Kuma. So what if the idea was they relinquished their titles the same way they relinquished their titles from their kingdoms when they were the 20 alliances, and they became the Celestial Dragons, right? They had their names erased from history. What if the person that you are to your family on Mary Joa, you become a Gorosei member, you no longer exist, they think you passed away. So you stay hidden in secret. But Garland's like, no, I'm not doing that with my Holy Knights. It's a stupid theory, actually. Never mind. That's a bad theory.
So the only way is that is like the regular civilian CDs, the highest up they know is just the Holy Knights and not higher. Like they don't know about the 𝙏𝙗𝙪𝙢.
They have to know about the 𝙏𝙗𝙪.
Yeah, they have to know
They
about
have
the
to.
𝙏𝙗𝙪𝙢.
They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah. That was a bad theory. My bad. All right. I'm really happy that Shamrock is probably leaving. I'm with Lionel. I'm really with Lionel. Like, I really do not want him to meet Luffy, bro. It's gonna kill me if he meets Luffy before Shanks meets Luffy. Like, that panel, just looking at that will pee me off, bro. I'm sorry, bro. There's no way you're gonna have me looking at that and thinking, oh my god, this is fire. Like, no.
Also, he's the commander too. Like they're definitely gonna like scrap probably when they see each other. You can see that. But I want to know, like, do you think Gaban's gonna show up because he sent to Straight Hockey before and went to go check it out? Now it appeared again.
Yeah, I think he'll check out the
Did the
Abyss pentagrams.
same hockey appear again though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, like, you don't think it was Shamrock at all?
The first
No.
one.
No, I always
No.
thought it was the what
Both
she
times?
did.
You want to know why it's not Shamrock? Because Shamrock was in the underworld, and he didn't go to the underworld.
He didn't. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. He just straight up went to Oris Castle, where the circle was summoned. So he's probably going to come to Warriors School now. And then he's going to be like, damn, there's like 17 of y'all. Ayo. Where my axes at? And then Luffy and them are probably not going to be able to come help them because Luffy probably going to meet Loki up there.
You're gonna see Loki bleeding out, and they're gonna help.
He'd be like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? He'd be like, it was Shanks.
Imagine.
That would be the ultimate troll because he knows it's not.
It was Shanks.
Shanks did this.
That would be so crazy.
Yeah, but that's all I really had to say. I didn't have to say nothing else. But yeah, guys, great chat. Fun chat. A lot more to talk about than I thought we would be talking about. So
Yeah.
You didn't mention the big Lebowski thingy, whatever movie.
Oh, the Big Lebowski. So no, there's a character in the Big Lebowski that be chilling on his couch in his drawers with a beard, similar to how Saint Somers was. It's not a major like I don't think it tells anything.
imagine
about
he just had his balls out, like through his boxers, and he's like, "What are we doing here? Why am I here, bro?"
Big Lebowski's about
Oh,
bowling.
I think that Saint Killingham and Saint Somers were actually talking to probably for Garling.
You think so?
Probably.
Maybe.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Be cool.
Call my son back here, man.
They have my son. Listen, I'm all for the Tywin Lannister, Jaime Lannister, Garling, Shamrock parallel. I'm all for that. Anyway, let's get back to super chats, and then we'll try to get you guys calls. We have a lot of super chats to go, so I did think we would get the calls today.
Like the video,
But-
please. Like
yeah.
the video.
All right, we got 5 from Brazilian Volleyballs. It says, Larry made me pay for 𝐿𝐭 at gunpoint. I paid you in Big Booty Latinas last week, bro. Come on. Also, who wins, Shanks or Akainu no arm versus a magma volcano? I gotta go Shanks, bro.
Shanks.
I'm the biggest Akainu glazer on this pod. I'm going Shanks, bro. Another 10 from Wheezy. It says, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Been watching y'all for 2 years now. Y'all are the funniest people I've always looked forward to watching. Thank you. Y'all are all Yonkos except Seb. Wow. Oh, he's Fleet Admiral. Okay, I'll take that. That's like the Marine equivalent.
That's it?
Yonko. Hey. The Marines a bigger, badder crew than any Yonko crew, technically.
Insect.
Another 5 from Kirby. It says, do an NBA-style crew trade. Who are you trading and to where? Past and present. Hashtag late on my Larry text. Hashtag BBC Nation.
Aokiji for Frankie
Wow.
to represent the Luca and AD trade.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, man. A trade? I gotta think on this one, man. I do. Kirby, I'll get back to you in the Discord, bro. I don't have a good one right now off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of an even one. Anyway, unless y'all have one.
Law for Chopper.
Ew.
That's not an even trade though.
They're both doctors.
What? They don't have an equal bounty. It'd be unfair.
What's this dude's name? Ace's Mass Deuce for Law. Give Ace his right hand.
He's
That's
not
worthy.
even alive at this point.
Yeah, he's basically not. He's not even a character. At this
Hey
point.
man, he said past the present. All right.
I'm catching Marco off the free wire.
The waiver
waiver wire.
He a free agent right now, technically, yeah. Another
retired,
two
bro.
from Gerardo Ramirez says, hey, here to give my Latino Larry tax. Hashtag Viva TOPT. Hashtag BBC. That was a lot to say. Another 5 from Ravenstorm. Y'all are the second best part about Mondays. Unfortunately, I got Don chapters over y'all. Okay. Larry, please don't
You
raise
a
my...
freak. All right? Don't act like we don't know how freaky you get.
Don drops on Monday?
Watching that.
Larry, please don't raise my taxes. I have a family to feed.
I do think it's weird that the Don's so popular. I'm not gonna lie.
I have not watched a single episode.
I think it's weirdly popular, even though they like. I hate to say this, they popularize like underage women.
Yeah?
Yeah, like the girl in the show, first episode is literally about to be SA'd by a bunch of aliens, and she's like 16, and she's in her underwear and bra. And then the whole show after that is like her basically, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, nobody finds this a little awkward?
I'm not even gonna touch that
It's
one, bro.
weird, bro. It's super weird. So I
was gonna watch the show. Now I'm like, I don't know that I'm watching that. That's weird.
yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
But everybody's like, yo, this is cool.
I guess is it funny? Like I don't know what's happening here. That sounds weird to me.
It sounds disturbing.
Yeah, I feel like even if it only happened once, the show still like involves it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the premise of the show?
The premise of the show is like she introduces this dude that's in her school to ghosts, and then he introduces her to things such as aliens. So they both dare each other to go to certain places to deal with these things, and then they find out that these things are also real. So the ghost that the dude ended up visiting ends up stealing his balls, and then she ends up discovering that she has psychotic, like she has psycho abilities, and then she could like move things with her mind and stuff like that.
Like telekinesis or whatever?
Telekinesis, yeah. And she basically almost gets SA'd by like 3 robots.
Okay.
So why is both?
But 3 aliens, my bad.
Like you said, balls like his.
Yeah, like the ghost took his balls.
Did he get them back?
He's also underage.
Or is that the whole show is him trying to get his balls back?
It's basically him trying to get his balls back. And then there's other times where like she's in a pool, like she's in a jacuzzi, or not a jacuzzi, like a hot spring, and there's just like mad old men that come in and try to like come at her, but they're like ghosts and stuff like that. But they try to do something with her too.
Yo, this was on my watch list. I don't know that it is anymore.
Yo, and everybody's like, yo, this show, like, no, granted though, I've watched the show.
Is it
like,
good though?
I've pushed through it, and I thought it was funny, and the animation was really good. But like the power system was kind of cool too. But before that, bro, it's like when you take all that out and you look at what happened, you're like, yo, this is mad weird.
Okay.
Somebody gonna hate me for this.
Somebody
Gonna hate me for this pointing this out. But it's been pointed out before.
I'm gonna give it a chance, but I don't know that how strong a chance I'm giving it. But I'm gonna give it a chance. But
you know what was weird too in Inuyasha?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I remember Inuyasha. Kagome was like 15, bro.
Bro.
Kagome was legit 15. Inuyasha like 300 years old.
It was like 3,000, bro.
Yeah, bro. And she used to just be naked in the show. And I was like, yo, why did we never noticed? Because we were like,
young.
We thought Kagome was old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All right. We got another 2 from Adams Kamara. It says, parlay needs to hit for these Larry taxes. Shaking my head. I got parlay in today. Hopefully it's another 5 from Terrence Matthews. Y'all talk about it in detail when you get there, but Luffy training arc incoming. Excited? Question mark, dot, dot, dot.
Listen, Rebecca 2 in One Piece was weird, bro.
I'm gonna need you to drop the topic. I got a lot of super chats to get through. Yeah, we talked about the other day, Terrence, as far as Luffy training or getting a power up. Another 5 from Antonio Freeman. We all know in OP hockey's everything, so how far up the ladder would Asta from Black Clover go, and would he be an advanced Conqueror's hockey user?
He would.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to let Larry take that. I don't think any of us have seen that.
He's annoying, but he definitely would have it.
Another 5 from Brazilian. Brazilian, you going crazy today. Luffy has horns when he first transformed. The panel when he's next to Zoro.
I think he still had his hat on first.
Yeah,
he still had the helmet.
Yeah, he still had the helmet on.
I saw that. Yeah.
Another 5 from NYC Anime Nerd. It says, do you think it's possible that Mother Caramel is Big Mom and Lin Lin is when she isn't controlling her soul? No. I don't think that theory works, personally.
Yeah.
Sorry, nerd. Another 10 from Spencer Jones. It says, if y'all had Kuma's fruit, but it only let you take away something Wild said on the pod from any of you, what would it be, and why would it be Law saying bust it open? It was Lido.
Sounds pretty twins, bro. We could paw something out of the pod.
It's not like remove it, I guess.
Remove it.
I feel like the analogy works better with pulling, like puddings, though, through pulling memory, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't take away any of these moments, y'all.
Good and bad.
Another 5. I don't know. I'll probably take back. Never mind. Another 5 from Smoothweave. It says, theory: Toki sent whatever the One Piece is 800 years into the future. So when Roger arrived 775 years later, he was still too early for it to appear on Raftel. I've actually heard that theory before. I don't know that I like it or not, but it's possible. I've always chalked up the Roger being too early to the Shirahoshi not born yet thing, but maybe. Another 5 from Eli D. Great. It says, here to pay my Larry tax. Please, St. Larry, my family needs to eat. Please don't destroy us. Hashtag St. Larry tax. Hashtag Laws Food Club. Hashtag Baconator King. Hashtag Marco Glazing Law.
One, you already know the CDs are struggling food-wise, right? What makes you think I'm going to allow you to eat? Hello?
Oh, man. Another 5 from NYC Anime Nerd. It says, also, could Emu power work like Big Mom's, like the reason he keeps Gorosei around is to drain them like he did with Saturn to prolong his life? Larry is greater than Usher with a heart emoji.
Watch this.
And no, I don't think he needs them to prolong his life.
No, he doesn't. He already has it.
Another 8 from Max Brown. It says, did Scopper use Future Sight when he had that star effect on his eye and saw Luffy and Zoro attack land, which is why he gave up? Maybe, but no, I don't think so. I just thought Oda put the effect there because it'd be funny.
Well, either way, if he did, that's not the reason why he yielded. I think.
Hey, man, I don't know. He old, man. He old, bro. Another 10 from Zatib. It says, with Devil Fruits being made from dreams, do you think Blackbeard having the ability to take away Devil Fruits gives more reason for him to be the final villain? Also, he can't sleep and have dreams of his own. No. It could work narratively or thematically, but I think with that mural, bruh, it's Emu, bruh. Emu the final villain.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily he's taking it away. It's more like he's nullifying it for like a moment.
Just know Blackbeard wasn't on that mural.
Seemingly no. Another 5 from Kirby. It says, Scopper got my boy struggling. Garling might put our boy on a shirt with heartbreak emoji. Hashtag they clap my Nika. Hashtag Ricky! Yeah, they did, bro. Another 4 months at Nakama status from Tech D Throw. It says, another month. By the way, St. Somers has that on. He do got that on, though.
He kind of fly.
He fly, bro.
He's super fly.
Yeah. Another 10 from Roy Stokes. It says, got a stupid theory. Do y'all think the reason Emu has the straw hat locked up because, like the knot, it has Joy Boy's hockey in it, and if someone were to get it, they could utilize the power in it?
I think he goes inside the hat, and he just starts, like, I don't know, bro. Like,
Crying?
I don't know, like he just starts rubbing his nipples or something.
What the
I was gonna.
I don't know, bro. Like he just loves being
honestly
like degraded somehow. Like it gives him some degradation.
That's weird. I think he just took it as like it was a battle memento, like you victory spoil. There you go. Is what I wanted to say. It could be that, like he took out Joy Boy and then took the hat.
He like how like some creepy dudes like keep like someone they're fond of, like their things, like their possession.
Like a
and
memento?
And then they just go and smell it every once in a while. That's what he does.
You think he's obsessed with Joy Boy?
Yeah, he's obsessed with Joy Boy.
That way he said
you saw how he got on all fours?
When he felt the hockey burst.
He's like, oh,
I was gonna.
Tupac!
So gangster.
So gangster.
Joy Boy saw.
Joy Boy. So gangster.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like,
No, Woo! Yeah! Yo.
what are you even talking about?
Mark be hating us, bro. I know it. Another 8 from Max Brown. It says, like the fan letter, what One Piece event would you like to see from a different perspective? And whose perspective would you like it to be? The jailers at Impel Down, yo.
You're a sick man. You're a sick man. What are you
During
talking
the
about?
escape!
Nah,
During
bro.
the escape!
Nah, bro. What was that,
During
bro?
the escape,
You want to see
man.
people tortured?
During the escape.
Begging for their lives and
Yeah,
crying.
bro. Yeah, yo, that might have been the most evil thing I've ever heard you say. Son. And I've heard you see like evil things before.
That's crazy.
Number 2 from Michael Aguirre. It says, switch up, hashtag switch up Seb. Seb, switch up. Why we gotta change the color. Hashtag Robin. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the Nakama fist.
Oh, wow. You know why, bruh. Another 5 from Jay Darude. It says, I think Brooks suffers from what Krillin suffers from. He's around so many strong people, they don't realize how strong he is and hope he gets above. And I hope he gets above. That's pretty true. I won't lie. Especially me as a avid Krillin denier. So, another 5 from Young Lou. It says, Larry said, send me the text and I'll call you my son. What? Another 5 Canadian from Smooth Weeb. It says, Nika's appeared for both sides of the war. First, with the enslaved humans. Second, via Delfruit with the allied races. Third, Luffy is neutral, is a human fighting for all species. Maybe. Another 5 from Don Juan. The world government attack Elbaf could be setting up a Shanks and Luffy team up, being that it is under Shanks' flag and they feed Luffy meat. Thoughts? Fed Luffy meat.
Yo, y'all think Luffy ever gonna put another meat in his pocket?
I hope so.
The
That
way
was
he did
so
at Water
funny.
7?
That was
When
so
he put
funny.
the chicken leg?
I think so.
You're doing an elbow.
I'm trying to think if he did it again already. I didn't fully understand that, but I don't want to Red Hair Pirates and Straw Hat team up.
See, now you
personally.
made me thinking he's gonna like oversize his pocket, like stretch it, and take a whole bunch of Elbaf food and just start throwing it in there.
Fermented shark meat.
Another 10 from Thomas Burke. It says, just got my Larry tax return in the mail. Check your boxes. I knew I heard get fruit model Latina. I had found my One Piece Nakama. Thank you for everything.
It's no more get Latinas, bro. It's the 5252 Latinas. All right. If they're 5'2", I'm in there.
She's
Right, Marv?
5'2".
Right there.
The Toxica Latina.
Another 5 euros from Nico. It says, I think Gaban was testing them, but he also wanted to see the Nico form. Also, who would win, Marco or Sabo? Greetings from Finland. Hashtag Larry Tax. Hashtag PK Buggy.
Sabo.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's probably Marco.
Sabo.
I don't like Sabo as a character. I definitely like Marco more as a character, but I do have some stock in Sabo's strength. So I'll go Sabo reluctantly.
It goes into how much Sabo uses hockey against Marco.
That's
Well,
just-
because Sabo's not an ability reliant person. He recently got it. He uses it pretty like smoothly. So I'll say Marco. I'll say Sabo because you already know what I said about Marco regenerating from hockey attacks.
This is
Great
Marco
call.
disrespect, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
A
bro.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
Marco disrespect.
It's also me and I think others scaling with the narrative. Like Sabo's supposed to be a player in this game in the future. Like
Sabo fighting King and Queen?
You think you do? I think you do better than Marco did.
we're not doing this
See,
again.
that- I didn't say that. This is where I disagree.
see.
This is what I disagree.
Y'all be wildin'.
I disagree.
Y'all be see, but when I start saying things like that, y'all be wildin'. Y'all know that Marco is better suited for fighting than Sabo is.
No.
No, that's where I
he got a
disagree.
couple flames now.
That's
he
where-
got
that's where I
bare
disagree.
minimum hockey.
He has better hockey than Marco.
I'm not saying that.
Yo, that's debatable.
I'm gonna be
It's not.
100% real.
Lawrence, that's literally
Marco
debatable.
has showed no hockey hardy.
We don't
whatsoever.
have
His
time.
hockey level is damn near
Listen,
close to kids level.
We don't have time for this.
Listen, bro. I'm
not
telling you,
doing
bro.
that,
I'm telling you, bro.
Anyway, we got another 10 from 𝙁𝙁𝙪𝙢𝙪96. Theory. Whitebeard defeats Garling at God's Valley. Seeking revenge, Garling selects Whitebeard's home island, Sphinx Island, for their native hunting competition, where Garling scars Whitebeard. It's all possible, bro. It's all possible. It's an interesting one, though. Another 5 from Red Haired Shanktum. Been rewatching the pod, and Larry has converted me. Seb has trash takes. The truth will set you free. Listen. You're not right. You're not right, Shanktum. You know what this is from?
Oh my god.
I put out the fantasy basketball power rankings today, and I shaded Shanktum's team a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, yo, it's up. I'm hate watching the pod. I'm destroying Seb. If you look at the comments, he's been killing me all day. I've seen them. I seen them, bro.
Funny.
But shout out to Shankton, man. He do the work, bro. His fantasy team's still mid, though. Another 5 from Lego Knight Alpha. It says, can you shout my friend Randy out for getting me into One Piece?
Shout out Randy.
Didn't want to watch it, but I get it now. It is truly peak. Shout out to Randy.
Yeah, shout out to Randy, bro.
Let's go.
Only Randy I know I got into a fist fight with in the snow when
Did
I
you
was in
win, though?
I won. And it was bad. It was in front of Kristen's house.
That's what's up. So you got some play out there.
Bruh.
See you.
Come on, man.
See you. Got a victory lap, huh?
Another 10 from Nerd Taku. It says, yo, TOPT fam, much love. It seems my theory, Harold made a deal with the world government to be a holy knight is correct the way they talking about visiting Harold's grave. Shout out to Taku. We had similar thought process.
Taku, you wrong.
Maybe. Larry and Seb, let's play rivals on or off stream. # white fan tag.
Sebastian don't know how to play, bro.
I've never
I'll
played.
play with you, Taku.
I would play. If you set it up, me, you, and Taku, I'll rock.
I don't want you on my team.
That's crazy.
You're gonna suck.
I'm a natural.
At what?
Video games.
No. Marvels is different. You gotta actually have some skill.
I'm nice, bro.
You don't even know how to play.
Is it like Call of Duty?
No.
Then maybe I'm not.
It's like Overwatch.
I've never played Overwatch. I'll be alright, bro. Put me in, coach.
You won't even download it. You never download anything I tell you to download.
I'm gonna download it
Ever.
tonight, bro. I'm gonna download it tonight.
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
not.
download it tonight.
I think I told you to do it, and you said no.
But now Nerd Taku's involved. Go subscribe to Nerd Taku if y'all haven't already. We got another 8 months at Warlord status from Toxic Taste. It says, Ayo, it's the best book club.
He ain't even a brother, bro.
He said white fan tags, bro.
Okay.
I hope y'all are doing well.
You only accept it because it's a white fan tax?
That's crazy.
That's so crazy.
What a chapter. How wild do you guys think things on Elbaf are about to get? # new pervy safe.
Buck wild.
Yeah, it's gonna get
Super
crazy.
wild.
Super wild.
It's getting crazy.
You ever when you was a little kid and you was watching late at night, and even though you wasn't on Nick at night, you was just watching TV, and then all of a sudden there was just girls throwing their shirts out, and you was like, how is this possible? And they telling you to order the tape, and it's like $9.99.
Girls
That
Gone
wild.
Wild?
Yeah, man, I didn't want to say it.
I
I didn't want to say it. We know who's a gooner.
listen.
All right, I was gooning, but he a gooner for real though, cause he knows the name. I forgot the name.
How you forget the name? Anyway, another 40 from Lovers Edits. It says 3 Sanin versus the 3 Admirals versus Roger Whitebeard versus Madara and Hashirama. I'm so confused at this. Okay, so the 3 Sanin versus the 3 Admirals as a separate fight, and then Roger and Whitebeard versus Madara and Hashirama.
Oh, okay.
I'm biased, bro. I'm going One Piece gang
One
for
Piece
both
gang.
fights, but
Word.
I do feel like the Madara Hashirama might be closer than I'm saying, because they got some broken abilities over there, bro.
They do, but
No, okay.
Madara would have to have the Renegon in order
Okay.
to fight them, and even then it might not work.
All right, another 20 from Futon's AMV 636. Thank you. Hey guys, which hockey do you think uses more energy? I think it's Conqueror's hockey, which is why it's rare. It could also explain why Luffy struggles with Gear 5 and why the Nika fruit had no other users than the possible 3.
I actually think it's observation.
Yo, I was gonna say the same thing.
I think it's observation.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, because you have to. So you have to concentrate in order to have it on.
Yeah.
Which is true.
You can like unknowingly utilize Conqueror's Haki and not even like that's not expanding energy technically. You're just kind of exerting it out.
Yeah.
Like Luffy when he's using Gear 5, like he's just flexing Conqueror's Haki at all times. Now whether or not that's why he's draining the stamina so much remains to be seen, I guess. But like we've actually gotten it commentated by like Katakuri and Luffy, like, yo, you actively having your observation Haki on is actively draining you at all times. So it's probably
Mihawk
why.
mentioned it too.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's-
observation?
Yeah.
Draining you.
yes, it's probably why people don't just be having it on all the
I don't
time.
remember saying that.
Have
to
you ever tried
observation.
not blinking?
I don't remember them
Try
saying.
not blinking right now.
Nah, it's true.
See
Nah,
how
go,
much it hurts.
Go reread the fight.
You're gonna be
between,
tired, bro.
Go reread the fight between Luffy and Katakuri when Luffy leaves and he's like sitting there thinking about getting back. When his Haki is gone for the 10 minutes. He talks about like him utilize like he's gonna have his observation Haki on this whole time. He's gonna be drained, more drained, because he's using it right now, even though he's not fighting me. He says that. Something along those lines, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Which I'm surprised I never
You
used.
think it's difficult to exert your gangster right now? Can you make us feel your gangster? Because if not, that's not really tiring, right?
That's
It's just
funny.
always on. That's your aura, dog.
That's funny.
But I thought it was a contribute to everything. Like
Listen, man.
you're using your conquerors, you're using your armor Haki and observation.
When you playing
That's-
Dynasty Warriors, you be locked in, right? That's where locked in comes from. You not always locked in. So it's harder to always lock in than to just lock in.
I knew you-
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, with you, man.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Jay Darude. It says, I saw something that was talking about how Scopper looks like Kureha. Then I went back and watched, and she throws axes at Chopper, whose name rhymes with Scopper's. Scopper hit, bro. It's that simple.
Yeah, he left in a fight. You know how shorties always like take some of your personality after you body them and then leave them?
They use your slang.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. They
They
try to
look-
become, and then they look for somebody like you in the next person that they meet.
I'm scared to ask what you mean by body.
You know.
He cracked. All right.
You know what he mean, dog. Anyway, another 5 from Zach the Goat. Law was right. Old Ray beats Kizaru. Also Fujitora. Also Green Bull. Also, current Zoro is Yonko level.
Crack.
No to all that. Except maybe Green Bull.
All I remember hearing was really Kizaru. Hozo Yonko's no.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Another 5
Wait and see.
from NYC Anime Nerd. That's why I think Loki is chained up. Because he's forcedly ate the devil fruit and he can't control it.
It's in my body.
8 years.
I need to get it out.
Yeah, he's had the fruit for a while, bro. Another 2 from Caleb Whiting. Current Shanks versus Prime Roger. Who you got? Roger.
Yeah,
Roger. Yeah,
Yeah.
Roger.
Another 5 from T Diggity Dog. Okay. Do you guys think Brook will have Conqueror's Haki if he
No.
awakens his Haki? He is called the Soul King, and kings have Conquerors. No.
That's like saying King is a conqueror and Usopp is a conqueror. And all 3 of them don't have conquerors.
A lot of Conquerors out here, bro. Another 5 from Digital Keb. Do you guys think Gunko is a Bonnie situation where her mom was taken by a CD and experimented on like Ginny and had a baby? That's why there's no saint in her name. I did want to bring that up earlier, that there is no saint in her name.
Or Gunko happens to be Bonnie's mom, but like a twin. Not a twin, but like a
Twin.
copycat, like a copy.
I want to know why, because Shamrock didn't have a saint in his name.
Yeah, he
but his
didn't
father does. Gunko doesn't have it. But then we've seen the other Holy Knights, they have
Maybe they
it.
got to make communion.
Maybe Oda just forgot.
No, I went back. It's not there. He would have changed it by now.
Communion? They get baptized?
Yeah, maybe you need to
You
be
got a
baptized.
baby,
Yeah,
son.
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, you got bathed in baby blood or something, bro.
All
What
things
is
are
that?
possible.
Yo,
Would that be the darkest thing though?
Yes.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
No,
would
would
it?
it?
No, it wouldn't.
So you're murking a bunch of babies to have their blood just so you can
They already
baptize
did
people in
it.
Just to baptize people in that?
Baptism, no, but they already did it though.
I don't know that would be the darkest thing in One Piece history. It's up there though.
Dude, just to baptize people. I don't want to talk about this. This is crazy.
Is it messed up that I kind of want it to be the case now?
No, you're sick. Right?
Is that wrong?
Yeah,
That's too
you're
dark.
wrong.
Yeah, listen, bro.
It's fictional.
You were
Lock
just
him
trying
up.
He was just trying to become a jailer.
Seriously.
We know what timing you on, bro.
Hey man, we got another 2 from Terrence. It says, "What do you guys think of the Abyss?" I kind of spoke my piece on it a little earlier, Terrence. I don't love it as a plot development. I don't know if you guys feel the same or not.
The Abyss. What is it? What is it? It's something else like that.
What are you talking about?
The Abyss. No, it's something else. Never mind.
Mm.
All right, anyway.
No. All right. Sorry, Terrence. Another 2 from 𝙃𝙚𝙪𝙢𝙗. King Harold backdoored the Giants. Loki's not bad.
No.
It's possible, yo.
not true.
It's possible.
It's not true.
dog. It's possible. Another 5 from Anthony's crew. That Luffy and Zoro panel was sick. Also, Zoro seemed to be getting better at emitting conquerors. He's emitting it from his feet, not just his blades. So Lionel had spoke to this earlier, I think, about the conqueror's hockey being emitted from Luffy when he was talking.
That was Lawrence.
Or was it Lawrence?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, you're on the pod, bro. Yo,
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, like immediately to your left.
On your left. Sure.
Go ahead.
Dang, I forgot where my thought process was going there.
Sorry, bro. Just move on, bro.
Luffy was
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know whose conqueror's hockey that was. I assumed it was Luffy's.
I assume that was
Luffy's.
Louis too.
Yeah. We got another 2. Canadian from Smooth Weeb. Isn't Summers just being sarcastic with Harold's grave? Maybe.
Could be.
That's
we
what I
don't know.
thought too.
Another 5 from DQF. What if Shanks had a mark, which is why he sacrificed his arm? He could have gotten it when he visited Mary Joa. Yeah, so Larry brought this out earlier.
Sacrifice my arm,
We kind of
baby.
spoke to it a little bit. I don't know if I like it or not. It would be kind of
Shanks was
funny.
like, yo, this is arm candy.
Oh, man. We got another 2. Australian from Teabag. Will Sanji notice the hockey summon like Gaban did? Probably not.
He gonna get flashbacks again, put on his butt by Saturn.
Another 5 from 𝙃𝙚𝙪𝙢𝙗. Imagine being
Need
ranked.
more blankets. Less blankets.
Imagine being in a ranked lobby with a headset on, and all of a sudden you see PC. You see your PC in a land full of 20-foot tall humans you have to fight. Yeah, I'd be pretty tight. You talk about Summers, like if he's actually just playing his video game and like you get summoned, it's like, yo, bro, I'm in a ranked match. Another 10 from Luffy Nick. Hey, Top Gang. Hope you are all wonderful and
No, he said you.
you are all wonderful and you make each Monday my favorite part.
Oh, thank you.
Larry,
Thank you.
it's all good. Please take this as the first donation for therapy, everyone's One Piece madness, including mine. It's good to have some One Piece madness. Another 5 from Hans
It
D.
is.
Zoro. What's up, guys? Late 2D stream. Today, curious to know what you guys think about Gaban will teach Luffy upon returning to the castle afterward freeing Loki.
I don't know.
Are you saying teach or?
Teach, yeah.
Don't seem like he teaching Luffy anything.
Yeah.
I think he might just shed more light on what he knows about. Because I'm thinking of Robin. I don't know.
No, I don't think he's gonna do anything anymore. We're cooked.
I'm still on the voice of all things potentially, but that's
Luffy,
really it.
like after Elbaf, now Luffy should be growing here. He's gonna scale up again.
Another 5 from Harry Rosado. My first super chat ever. Been watching for the past year. Love the book club with a laughing emoji. No, but for real, happy to be a part of the club. Hashtag Zoro's the GOAT. Hashtag Larry Tax.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
What's your name? Harry?
Harry Rosado.
Trying to steal our name, Lawrence? No, I'm joking.
Wow. All right. We got another $50 super chat.
How did we not say this first?
I don't know.
Thank
from
Thank
Mr.
you.
Music Major, my guy Preston from the
My
Life with
boy.
Anime podcast.
Yeah, he was just on the Moon Piece podcast with
Yeah?
Rob. Yeah, they were talking
Nice.
about the latest chapter
Nice,
of One
nice.
Piece.
Preston says, "What's good, fellas? I gotta agree with Seb. Harold was conspiring with the world government.
When you got
100, y'all.
when you got Preston agreeing with you, you know it's bad, bro.
We up, man.
You know it's bad.
I
bro.
see you, P. I see you, dog.
Listen, bro. You know how Preston be, bro.
Like this, man.
He be wildin', bro.
Preston be spitting, man. Another 2 from NYC Anime Nerd, going crazy today. I'm W, the Torta Pounder. Okay.
He said I'm with the torta pounder.
Oh. My bad. Number 2 from 𝙏𝙗𝙪𝙢𝙗. Harold was tricked to integrate like MLK.
Oh my God.
We not getting that political with it, bro. Another 280 Canadian from L. It says, I'm late. Y'all missed my super chat. You just fart?
That wasn't me.
It came over there.
That wasn't me.
Hey, man. Anyway,
Listen, man.
y'all get my missed super chat from episode 1139. I was actually looking for it earlier because I saw your super chat come in, and then you followed it up with another 2. My bad, LO. It was from episode 190, 213.51. It was $14. I'm gonna have to go and look for that. I'll find it and shout it out on the next episode because I'm not gonna have time to find it now. Sorry. But one of y'all remind me, please. Another 5 from Boogie B. Saint Sommer's tattoo is the mark of the abyss, and all God's knights have one on the arm. Shown by Gunko summoning, and might be the reason Katarina tapped Saturn. Yeah, that's why I brought up a little earlier, that it could play a role there. Another 5 from Black Ninja 674. Have you heard the theory that Gunko might have been in the Revolutionary Army or still is? If not, you should check it out. I have heard this theory. I forgot to bring it up earlier. So she has the hat and the goggles and the hat thing that all the Celestials have. And again, we mentioned she doesn't have the saint.
Not the Celestial, the Revolutionary.
I mean, the Revolutionaries have, and she doesn't have the saint in her name. So it's like, why is she different in that way? I don't know that I like it, but I'll be with the Revolutionaries doing anything, really. Like, having any sort of, like, game plan where they infiltrated the Celestial Dragons or infiltrated the Holy Knights. So maybe.
That'd be a crazy plot twist.
But for her to have this much responsibility already is kind of wild. I mean, maybe not already, but in general, like, she's out here summoning.
Just know it's been 4 chapters since they mobilized. And
Are we
Dragon
going to take her out?
And Dragon still ain't doing nothing. Just know. Just want to point that out.
Another 10 from a Canadian from Kaiba Corporate. It says, what do you guys think about Gunko being an ex-revolutionary? We just got this one. Ex-revolutionary army. Her epithet is army child, and she wears the same type of hat and goggles. # Celestial Larry. # 𝙬𝙬𝙀𝙀chan. # Figurlin Twins. # Bust It Open.
Bust It Open is gold, bro.
I gotta look deeper into the theory because there might be more to it that I don't know.
I thought something messed up.
What's up?
She used to be revolutionaries, but Dragon didn't spin the block, so she's betrayed.
Imagine! Nah, Dragon, you ain't spin for Ginny.
ahead,
You didn't spin for my sister.
Yo.
That'd be wild, yo. Gunko and Ginny? Hey, another. I think. Oh, whatever. Another 10 from Lord Ven. It says, y'all think the malfunction they've shown with the summoning circles accidentally summoning an extra person, maybe when Shamrock is leaving, Luffy somehow tags along and skyrocks us into the end game. I hope not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That proves also why she doesn't have absolute control over it. She just can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, they
I'm
said
telling you, bro, it's very limited to what she can do.
Yeah. Another 2 from Boogie B. From Larry has bad takes to # Larry Tax, episode 25.
Okay. Earlier episodes are probably not that great. All right.
We was all
Definitely
wild,
entertaining. We were definitely all wild. All right. The earlier pod was just so all over the place.
Another 5 from Rhett, who was very generous today, so thank you. I think St. Killingham has the Kirin fruit, which is a mythological creature from Chinese mythology. I
It
like
does
that.
look like a Chinese dragon.
I like that.
I'll look into it.
Another 2 from Rhett, or Japanese mythology. I'll have to look into the Kirin.
It looks more like Chinese.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Another 7 months from Yonko status from Gerardo Ramirez. 7 months, still a baby Yonko here, but a proud one for TOPT. Larry not listening or caring for Seb's fire take had me at first, but he made up for it with that equally fire take on Shanks' arm. # BBC for life.
We spin you around the block a couple times.
We're not always going to agree, y'all. Another 2 from Harry. It says, do you think Sanji could beat Kaku in Egghead? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 5. Australian from Young Skunks. Okay. Yo, love the pod. My question is, if you guys can think of any cool One Piece multiverse characters, e.g., Greatest Swordsman, Kuina, or Dragon as the Gorosei. Oh, so like examples.
Oh, examples of who would be what in other verses.
I've always liked the Sabo Ace Luffy become Marine Admirals thing. I always thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was a cool drawing. Another 5 from Molsenek. It says two super chat goals ideas. 1, you all glaze kid together for 10 minutes. LOL. Or 2, Law eats the triple baconator throughout an episode. Marv won't let us eat him for real. Another 5 from Lord Sneak. It says, top 3 pro wrestlers that would have Conqueror's hockey. Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock.
Okay.
That's my 3.
Yeah. Low-key Mankind.
Also, Andrew, is that you? I feel like that's Andrew. Anyway, another 2 from Diamond Life. Isn't it crazy y'all have more episodes than New Gen Anime? We go live every week, bro.
Yeah.
Another 2 from PP McGee. Hey, y'all. I just wanted to say Oda has been cooking. No Magellan Glaze shocks me from you, PP. But that's all the super chats for now, and we do have to end the episode. So.
Yeah, thank you so much, Seb, for reading all the super chats.
Sabo also won the poll over Marco. So.
Also, thank you to everybody that has super chatted today. Thank you to all you guys for just watching us, as always. Thank you to everybody that's on the road listening to us. Thank you to Marv for producing another episode. Thank you for all the new people that stuck around and just hung out and just laughed with us. Again, if we make any jokes, don't take it too seriously. It's not that important. It's a show of entertainment. It's more of a circus more than anything, right? So we just want to say thank you, just from us to you. Before you leave, please like the video. Before you stop listening, please hit 5 stars and leave a comment. And we wish you the best until we see you next Monday at the same time. So we got mad love for you. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lado!
Sam!
And it's that One Piece Talk. Jana!